Morning, folks. How are we doing? What a what a fucking glorious day! What a glorious day! Happy Thanksgiving to all you American people. Dylan, the stream started within seconds, within seconds of me hitting 7:30. In seconds. You were too quick on the draw there. I was sitting here waiting with my finger on the button. Hello everyone. Hello everyone who's in already. Yamoya, it's not a potato mukbang. I'm leaving that up to you guys. You guys go out and enjoy your potatoes, or enjoy the potatoes responsibly, obviously. Hello the chair, Dylan, Ethan, Fireproof, Anthony, Lisa, Micho, 70. Hello everyone. Micmac, how are we all doing? How are we all doing? Hope you're all having a fantastic Thanksgiving, all that American stuff. Hello, I was about to call you Titania. That Anna. I don't know why Titania came to my mind. But yes, hello everyone. Hello, 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 hello. So, BTV, hello dog as well. My dog is having a great time. She's slowly rolling around the background. Hello Decision. Hello Anthony as well. So, I already said hello to Anthony, I think. Probably, I don't know. So guys, okay. I'll address the elephant in the room first, and the elephant is always Boogie, but it is this.
Boogie recently announcing that he's basically broke shouldn't...
So, I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to stop it there because what I'm going to do is encourage all of you guys to go and watch it. Because honest to God, it's 13 minutes long. You probably can go and watch it before I'm even done with my preamble ramble, which I always do. Boogie fell off again. He did. He has fallen off so badly that Sunny V2... Sunny V2, by the way, guys. I hope you all know who Sunny V2 is. He does pretty much the best kind of commentary stuff. Niall, whatever way to pronounce your name, and hello Sarah as well. People have been spamming this at me to tell me about this because everyone's celebrating, because this has already got 300. I think it's like 350,000 views or something like that already within 3 hours. He's already gone on a tweet deletion meltdown, has he? Attaboy, I knew that was coming. I haven't watched it yet. I found out about it shortly before the stream started, and I was just like, don't know if I'll watch it beforehand or not. It doesn't cover sugar babies. That thing. I think Sunny V2, yeah, that thing. Dylan is right. Sunny V2 got famous initially making Boogie videos. People have told me Sunny apparently is from the Sam and Tolkien subreddit. I'm not sure if that's 100% correct, but people have told me a couple times that he is directly from that. So, yeah, this is going to be probably the biggest detractor video Boogie has had in a very, very, very long time. Sunny's videos often reach 1 million. I say 1 million. 1 million is a real underplay of that. He usually gets a couple million. And yes, he used to make purely LOLcow videos. He did ones on Wings of Redemption, Boogie. It's so weird because you see people in the comments section being like, oh, you know you're falling off when Sunny makes a video about you. And it's just like, these people don't even realize that he made his name making fun of making fun of Boogie. And his videos were always like way harsher than anything like I would put out, or a lot of detractors probably would put out, because I think Sunny genuinely doesn't like Boogie. I'm curious to see how this goes, obviously, because he hasn't made one on 2 years. He hasn't made one on Boogie in like 2 years, maybe about that. I was going to put Love You Sunny in the same two tweets. Did he? Did he actually? Oh, let's have a wee Jeffrey joke here, because I'm sure that's more than likely true. Oh yes, I'm having a wee look at it there. Yeah, Boogie is obviously tweeting about it, because obviously people immediately ran to tell him about it, and he is having a wee meltdown online. Let's pull this over here. Boop. So yes, he is already saying that I don't wash trash like that. Like, you don't wash trash, you throw it away, Boogie. I recommend you don't either, but he's probably not wrong. I'm kind of an idiot. He's doing his standard thing of like shitting on the person, saying you should never believe evil. I'm amazed he didn't call him an evil Nazi QAnon during this, but at the same time, oh, but I am dumb, teehee, guys. You know, I guess I am dumb, teehee. You know, so that kind of absolute fucking nonsense, guys. Outstanding. I can't wait. I hope people have got them captured on Kiwi Farms, but I think we all knew that was going to happen. If I'm kissing Sunny, fantastic. I'll have to have a wee look at that afterwards. I 100% knew this was going to come, because he's going to have a meltdown. This is the worst attention he's gotten in a long time. Anyone who's watched it, can you tell me, does he? I'm assuming, because Sunny is smart enough and he knows to protect his career now, I bet he doesn't talk about the cancer thing, does he? I bet he doesn't talk about the cancer thing. No, it just looks like finance. Yeah, it's just a finance thing. I suspect he won't. JLo, Sunny V2 has released a new video on Boogie. He's released a new video on Boogie again. And I didn't think he was going to do cancer talk because there's, that's the kind of thing where it's hard to prove. And Sunny probably realizes that he doesn't want to come across looking too mean in a takedown video like this. Because, back in the day, he probably would have said, Boogie's lying, Boogie's making this up. But he doesn't want to get in trouble. He doesn't want to get flagged by Boogie. Sunny has more money than Boogie now. I can't wait for the punching down comments to come. But the thing is, I'm really curious if he goes for punching down. Because Sunny has nearly 3 million subscribers, obviously less than Boogie. He per video, he gets more views than Boogie does in his entire fucking month. So, I don't know if Boogie's going to go for punching down, because he'll want to say it's punching down, because he likes to be ooh woo, everyone's bullying me, but at the same time, he won't want to admit that Sunny is bigger than him now, because Sunny made his name being a detractor. Is he using a fat filter? What, in this picture? No, this is a fat filter, yeah. He admitted he did a fat filter thing to try and get more attention. He's done that in a few of his videos now. In his most recent videos, he doesn't do it. I haven't actually watched some of his recent videos, and people have been asking me to. I don't think those two are overly interesting. They sound just standard cringe. The drag show one, people have been asking me to talk about it. I don't know. I might, or I'll just include it in my monthly recap thing. Did he get bashed for being too mean in a past video? Sunny, do you mean? More than likely. I know Papa Gut watched a Sunny V2 video about the crypto millions thing, and he was saying about how incredibly harsh Sunny V2 was being. So maybe Teddy's a girl in his life like Queen's even the cam girl. But Boogie thinks he's a saint. Boogie thinks he gets just all the pussy in the world because he is the nicest guy in the entire world, and it's definitely not because of his money. I also want to make a point, and I want us to all acknowledge it. I think at this point, my thumbnails are better than Boogie's, okay? Times deleted tweet video would be godlike right now, Irishman. I don't really know if I can get onto the fucking farms right now, because I don't have a VPN up usually when I'm streaming, and I only ever go on the farms on a VPN, so unfortunately I don't think I'd be able to pull that up, my dude. I'm sorry for that though. But I'll have a look. I'll have a look at it, and I'll see if I can grab it and see if I can put it in my monthly recap, probably. Only crypto can save Boogie now. No. Only investing in magic cards can save Boogie now. Boogie needs to buy more magic cards, and then that's I've heard from him directly. It's a quality investment. Hello, Fry Guy. How are you? You're a public video scamming the public. You don't get to complain when people call you out, Toby. Michael, I honestly was just like, I thought that was directed at me, because most people just say bro when they're talking to me or something like that, and I was just like, what? Okay. I'm assuming it's to Boogie, who is more than likely in chat. Hello, everyone say hi to Boogie, because we all know. Yeah, that's the thing, if I don't really know what's going to pop up in Kiwi Farms, and like I said, I always go on with a VPN, and I don't want to put in a VPN. Don't worry, Michael's grand, it's just me being dumb. I don't want to put on a VPN, because I'm sure that will kill my streaming, because the bitrate and all will die. So yes, Godzilla, yeah, we talked about that briefly. I'm not going to watch it on stream. I have not yet watched it, but I would like all of you guys to go watch it. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment for the algorithm. Let him know. Let Sunny know that he's a great documentarian, that he makes top quality videos, and we really do like him and appreciate him, and he's a good guy. And also to I was gonna say probably the best not. I was gonna make jokes about how he is definitely our QAnon brother, because Boogie no doubt will call him a QAnon soon enough. The end of Stephen Williams is high. I doubt it. I doubt like. Nothing's gonna kill Boogie, Nothing's gonna kill Boogie. Also, by the way, guys, 310k views in just over a month. 300 and well, let's refresh this. Let's see how many we got in 3 hours. Let's see how many we've got in 3 hours. Oh, there you go. 418,000 views in 3 hours. Oof. That's an oof. That's an oof from me there, chum. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm genuinely looking forward to watching this. I don't watch all of Sonny's videos because a lot of his stuff's on like rappers and all that crap, so I'm not really fussed. Irishman invests in crypto when? When's the next dip? Well, tell me when the next dip is. I'll wait for McJugger. I'll wait for McJuggernuggets to release a video telling me when to invest in crypto, because I've heard he has a really good track record with telling people to invest in crypto. So I'll only jump on when he tells me to. Yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of people have pointed out about the testosterone thing. I don't really know. I'm not a medical majigger man, so I just kind of just ignored all that when I was talking about it previously. Okay, you Moya, I'm glad. I really hope you enjoy listening to my soothing voice whilst you rake some leaves. Okay. I don't know. Just this doesn't seem like a very Thanksgiving-y thing to do. What is it? It is fall, I guess. So that would probably make sure. Barbie attack by the dip. That's the thing. I'm just waiting. Second McJuggernuggets tells me to. Boom. Jumping in on that. I do think he released a video not too long ago telling people to buy Dogecoin. Well, obviously not buying Dogecoin because he's not a financial advisor. He's just saying it might be a good idea to buy some Dogecoin. I don't know what they're like. What are you going to look at today? Honestly, Acid, I have no fucking idea. I have no... I actually was a lot busier today than I thought I was going to be. I've been tempted to push back the stream, but I was like, no, I think I should be ready in time. But it means I didn't really actually plan too much. There's a few things I wanted to look at, because there's someone out here made a video called Wings of Redemption Calls Out Boogie 298. It might not be interesting, but I thought we'd quickly just see what the interaction was, because I've seen a few people post that Wings and Boogie, like Wings had called out Boogie in regards to something. Someone re-uploaded like what apparently is a deleted video of Boogie called "You've Been Cancelled. Now What? Lesson 1." So I think we should watch that. That was something I thought could be fun to watch, especially because Boogie loves talking about being cancelled and everyone's being cancelled and stuff like that. So I thought that'd be fun. Maybe one of his new videos as well. I also found an old Q&A video he had made. So I kind of thought we could maybe watch that a wee bit. I'm not sure. That's just one I kind of grabbed in the background. I am not watching football. Football doesn't really interest me in any shape or form. So I hear bits and pieces about the World Cup, but no, it's not one I should watch. You should watch his Francis videos on Thanksgiving. God. He quickly deleted the tweet video. Yes, Seth, someone said it's already up on Kiwi Farms. I can't get onto Kiwi Farms right now because I only ever go on using a VPN. So I will have a watch of that later. Probably download it and probably stick it in my monthly recap, which I am probably going to start working on soon enough to start trying to get things ready. He has done 2 live streams that I've downloaded, but I haven't watched them yet. So I don't know what's happening in the 2 most recent live streams. Someone see if the deleted Twitter video can I send it to you? Seth, I don't fucking know. If you have me on Twitter, if you send me a link on Twitter, like a direct link or something like that, I could pull it up. If you do that, my dude. Then we shall all watch it together if you do that. And what was the other one? There was another one. People kept telling me to watch this, and I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. I haven't actually watched it. It says I'm 60 minutes in, but it's because I was skipping ahead trying to see what this guy was actually talking about. It is some guy has decided to do a video in defense of Boogie. The Boogie 298 drama is sad, as he says, and it's pretty well received. 21k views, decently viewed. Comments are all pretty much like, oh my god, people are still bullying this poor man. That kind of stuff. And I wasn't sure. Do I lift? Yes, I do. I lift cans to my mouth. But no, I do some. Jesus, no, stop. I do some exercising. Like I do like to keep fit. I play rugby, as some people know. So bonjour tout le monde. I don't know what that means. I hope that wasn't racist what I just said in French. If so, it is Cage's fault and not mine. Xander Hall is weird. See, I don't. Okay. Quick aside, thank you for reminding me of that. See, I told people they could go and watch the entire Sunny video, and like I would still be doing my preamble ramble thing, and we're now 14 minutes into the stream, so you could have gone and watched the Sunny V2 video and be back in time for fucking this. But I don't really talk about politics on my videos. I try to avoid them. Even when I did like the McJuggernuggets thing, people in the comments section were annoyed I didn't cover the trans stuff, and I'm like, that's not really what I talk about. I don't care about anything like that. I talk about stuff that I find funny, so I don't really care about any of that stuff. So it was really funny because in the last just note, someone told me Xander does no research and goes off what apparently that is true. Sleepy, that's the thing, that's what I've heard as well, that apparently this video they have no idea what the drama even is. They just have no idea what the drama is. And from what I had seen of it, you know, it's like I clicked through just a couple wee bits to listen to. This guy seems like the left-wing version of the Quartering. Okay? He seems like the left-wing version of the Quartering. Like, it's all just like, Matt Walsh said something bad. Right wings, they say something bad. Trump, am I right, guys? Republicans, fascists, TERFs, Kanye West, Republicans, incels, conservatives, Elon Musk, all that stuff. So he's just the left-wing version of the Quartering. It's like, I described it as, you know, way back in, like, I think it was like 2016, 2017, anti-SJW stuff was like peak content, and everyone was doing anti-SJW stuff, and it was super huge, super popular. And then everyone kind of got bored of that, and it kind of swung left again. Like, a lot of creators who were doing anti-SJW stuff on the right all suddenly went left, like Hunter Avalon, people like that all suddenly became like left-wing because they just, you know, followed the money, basically. He is just making that level of content, but like, still, he is the left-wing version of the Quartering. My favorite is this one. I haven't watched it because why the fuck would I watch it? But you were lied to about the iconic trigger face. She wasn't even triggered, guys. I was like, no. So I saw this guy's content and I was like, oh god, this looks terrible. And it just feels, because the Boogie thing is totally, it doesn't fit anything he usually talks about. It doesn't fit anything he usually talks about. So I was just like, okay, this just is going to feel like he's like, I'm left-wing, Boogie's left-wing, let's just defend our left-wing brother, because I think he blames 4chan and Kiwi Farms, who are evil Nazi right-wingers. He blames them for being mean to Boogie, and it's just fucking cringe. So yeah, defending Hassan Piker for being rich. Exactly, the richest communist who's ever existed. So yes, all that kind of stuff. I wasn't sure if I wanted to cover it, because I feel like if I talked about this, there would be a case of me possibly talking about politics, which I'm not interested in, because I'm not sure like who all was here for last stream. But last stream, I think I made a joke about how I think it's stupid for people to talk about politics, you know, online, when especially if they're not from that country. Because I was talking about me saying, you know, about how I prefer to say I'm Irish instead of Northern Irish, because every time I say I'm Northern Irish online, I have to go through this weird thing, especially with Americans who like tell me, it's like, oh, my second cousin's brother's uncle's dad is a proud IRA man. I hope we get freedom one day. And it's like, okay, I'm not here to talk about Irish politics, but oh, I'm so glad you let me know your opinion on the whole thing. So I just said, so I don't really like talking about politics because I just don't care. You know, it's not funny to me. I just don't care. And I said, it's as stupid as if someone said you should get rid of guns because like there's gun crime. It's as stupid as that. That's what I said. Talking about Irish politics, you know, as like a non-Irish person is weird. It's as weird as someone telling Americans to get rid of guns because of gun crime. And I had some guy leave a fucking ranting comment to me, telling me to rot in hell because I was a huge fan of yours and I really liked your videos. But now you're trying to say that we shouldn't have the Second Amendment to be able to defend ourselves from people? I hope you fucking rot in hell, you disgusting... And I'm just like, bro, the comment was that it's dumb for people to talk about politics, and it would be dumb if someone said that. And I was just like, fuck, this is why I don't talk about politics, because the second you talk about politics, someone will just want to be upset by it. So that's why I don't talk about politics. I'm just here to have a good time, for us to laugh. I couldn't give a fuck about Boogie's politics. I laugh at him. Like, the only politics I think I've mentioned from Boogie is his Roe versus Wade take. Because his Roe versus Wade take is hilarious because he said, I shouldn't ever talk about this. However, then spent 3 months straight talking about this. Was this on some Boogie video? No, my thing was on my comment was on my stream yesterday. It was just me, my last stream was just me joking around because someone asked me about, like, I think it was someone asked me, why do I say I'm Irish when I'm Northern Irish? Something like that. You care about Star Wars at all? Yeah, a bit. Used to be into it more. Don't really enjoy the newer films. Heard Andor's actually pretty good, so I might have to find a way to watch that because I do not have Disney Plus. So I'll watch Andor. So yes, we'll start off with the Wings video. I'm not sure this is going to be a lot, but we'll go into this. The Star Wars community is complaining about bricks and screws. I'm going to start this video up and you're going to have to explain to me what the fuck that means.
Either subscribe to the doctor 3 days ago, but I never got the blood work done, so I canceled my appointment.
Let's go.
I gotta go get my blood work done, because I need that the blood work done, because it's pointless to go pay for a doctor's visit when I don't have all the stuff done. No, I'm not afraid of the blood work results. I just don't leave the house, man. Like, mentally, I don't leave the house because I don't want to pay for gas.
That's where I'm at. Lithium, and the fact is, the vast majority of the infrastructure of the vast majority.
And yeah, Unlimited, you're 100% correct. There's some people who you cannot separate the LOLcow from their politics. Like, if you want to laugh at Nick Fuentes, you kind of have to laugh at him for some of his political takes as well, you know? So there is times we do have to laugh at people because of their politics. Just like Boogie, like I laughed at Boogie. I think I laughed at, yeah, no, I did actually laugh. I laughed at Boogie for his landlord take. Has he not taken his Halloween decorations yet? I don't actually know. I haven't actually noticed in the background of his recent video. I'm assuming this is super recent because they usually don't use old clips. But does a man this size look like he'd like put effort into like doing some physical labor and removing a poster? You know. Some walls are made with bricks and some guns are made of screws. People complain it's not Star Wars, like it's absolutely crazy. Who gives a fuck? Oh my god. It is like, guys, you know, it's a silly space drama which has been ruined for a long time now. So the fact that some of the walls are made with bricks, it gives, you know, guys, come on, Star Wars fans, come on, calm yourselves down. But yeah, some people you have to laugh at, because I laughed at Boogie for his landlord take, because for his landlord take was dumb, because Boogie himself said he wanted to buy up real estate and rent it out, and he wanted to be a landlord. But then he suddenly started ranting about landlords and acting like it was like an evil Republican thing to like landlords.
Majority of the United States is antique. We live in an area where there's hurricanes, and they're spending, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars every year to fix light poles and have shortage now. So they can run these things under the ground, but they don't do it because it costs millions of dollars to put these things underground, and it's something that needs to happen. The fact is, we have such an archaic system. Like electric cars wouldn't work on our current grid. Our entire electrical grid is upgraded. But you have states like New York and California mandating electric cars by 2035,
which is a travesty. Like, just imagine what New York's going to look like when you have somebody running a truck.
I just want to get him to
learn about this shit, and I still learn about it.
That was nice.
I want to talk
large scale.
Talk about Boogie.
Like, I don't do that and say you put it in a recycling bin. They're going to put it into another machine that sorts it, and then after it's clean and everything, they're going to melt it down, and they're going to melt it down with huge fucking pounds of electricity.
and then they're going to take it.
I do actually watch Papa Gut occasionally, because I watched his takes on the recent Boogie stuff. Because generally I do like to watch other people's coverage of this kind of stuff. I also thank you very much for the super chat, by the way. I forgot to say that. I do watch other people's coverage of this kind of stuff. I don't think I've watched any of his Wings stuff. I'll have to watch that. But I watched his Boogie stuff. Just like I watched Tipster. Tipster covered Boogie, and he was very hard on Boogie. And then Boogie came out and said he had cancer. Tipster suddenly was being super soft on him again, super nice to him again. So like he got what he wanted there. So it's quite a disappointing Tipster there. But yeah, I do watch Papa God. I haven't seen any of his... I've seen he posted something new about this Xanderthal guy talking about Boogie. So I'll have to watch that.
They're going to put it in another diesel truck, take it to another place. They're going to sell.
Oh my god, talk about
Hey,
Boogie.
Harry, come on, man, quit with that bullshit. You can be my French maid. We can dress up.
Yeah, Tipster is easy going.
I don't do it. Cryptocurrency is for idiots. I've said this the entire time,
here you go.
and people told me I was an idiot. I mean, like, I want to go so far as to say Boogie called me an idiot when I said that cryptocurrency is gambling. You know what my winning and loss to date on cryptocurrency is? $0. Crypto is an unregulated stock market. At least the stock market, you can make educational risk, right? You can make calculated.
That had better not be the entire coverage of this drama between these two, because if so, I will be very fucking upset.
Risk. Like, you can look at a company, you can look at projections, you can look at things. There's all this information that goes out there for like the stock market. Crypto, dog. Motherfuckers with like phase in their name is pimping out crypto. You blasting jingle chairs for weeks in holiday season. Keep on. I don't know what the fuck jingle chairs is. Why don't I oil that fucking chair? I'm a 450-pound man, dude. You know how hard it would be for you to sit in the fucking floor and oil this chair? How about you deadlift 250 pounds from a seated position? I said I want to do all of them. My chair is squeaking.
Okay.
Any chance you go on a Keemstar show? 0. I can't make donations on Twitch either, PS Quacker. I'm banned from Streamlabs and Stream Elements.
Attaboy.
Pick up the cannon.
Hey, Long Run.
Well, the reason I don't look directly at the camera is because the chat's over here. The end result is I'm on the death rows of my streaming career to begin with. It's not going up, it's only going up.
I'm not sure how many of you guys actually watch Wings of Redemption, but I watch his streams. I get streams in the background. I haven't seen the video yet. I'm telling everyone should go and watch it, especially over my content, which is just going to be me rambling, because it's not going to be an overly long stream or anything like that. I've said that before, and it's been like 6-hour long streams, but we'll try not to. I'm not sure if anyone actually watches Wings of Redemption recently, but fuck me, he is so unenthused with his position in life right now. He is genuinely boring to watch because he's just not funny anymore. I actually used to like to watch his shit in the background, mainly his Rainbow Six stuff, because I had never played Rainbow Six, and I thought it was an interesting enough game, and it was really funny to see him be terrible at it and talk about how amazing he is constantly. Because, you know, he's an above average player, but that's about it. He's above average player, but he just thinks he's amazing. Generally, anytime he wins, he gets carried, and he always just argues with everyone. And every single week, he's basically playing with more or less a new team with like the same like 2 or 3 people who keep inviting their friends because he doesn't have any friends, and he can't play with randos because they just like team kill him or bully him. So he has to get like a friend of his called Cheese, and they'll invite like a friend over, and that friend and fucking Boogie and Wings will butt heads over something dumb, and then Wings will be like, I'm not playing with him anymore. Either he gets thrown out of the group or I leave the group. And then they recycle, they just cycle through people constantly. And it's just not, like, that was funny, but it's just not funny anymore because he just sits there playing pretty much everything but Rainbow Six now, unfortunately, and just complaining that he doesn't like streaming and he doesn't like being here, but he's not going to get a job, but he doesn't like being here and he needs people to donate more. And it's just kind of dull. It's just like, okay, I've seen all this before. I've seen all of this before, and it's just not even interesting anymore. But I'm quite cringe with this goth mommies. I heard there is drama around Tipster and women, but I haven't looked into any of that. Why doesn't he play single player games? He does, but no one donates and no one watches them because they're really boring. Because he is really boring when he plays them. Because oftentimes he is just trying to platinum because he's one of those. You know, I don't know if everyone was like this, but like when you're like a 15-year-old guy, you used to really care about like your gamer score and your Steam achievements because you're like, I got this. Only 0.1% of people have this achievement. I'm so cool, you know. And you used to think that way, but you grew out of it because you're not 15 anymore. Wings is like, I platinum every game I play. I get the hardest achievements. I'm so cool. I'm so good at video games. And he just sits there playing like Doom for 6 hours straight, just trying to grind out some bullshit achievement that no one cares about, no one donates, and he whines and complains about it. Then says he won't play the new Call of Duty unless someone gives him like $250 up front, and then he'll play for 2 hours, some bullshit like that. And then like he just sits there and just complains the entire time he's playing Call of Duty, and it's not fun, and no one else donates. And oftentimes he just doesn't even get the $250. He just does it anyway, hoping that people will actually watch. He's terrible. I wish he would keep his VODs up, but he says he can't because people will flag his account down. But if he just doesn't say anything that can get him flagged, then I don't know what the problem is, you know? Yeah, that's the thing, Kate. Gamerscore was like everything. Nowadays, he has not outgrown. He is still obsessed with that. Yeah, he thinks COD equals more donors. It does not. He usually gets the same amount of money from like the same people over and over again. It doesn't matter what he's playing. But he's just obsessed with playing COD because it gets him 600 viewers, which is weird because he doesn't monetize his streams anyway, so what's the point? Like, if he played Call of Duty and he like monetized it and he let the VOD up so people could watch it and he put a whole bunch of ad breaks on it, yeah, okay, he'd make a decent amount of money. Not a huge amount of money, but for a guy who streams, 3 times a day, if you got, I don't know, a couple thousand, you get a decent amount. And this is just me going off what I make, for a couple thousand viewed video. Yeah, you'd make a decent amount over time. You wouldn't care so much about, like, I need to make $180 per day or else I'm going to go bankrupt. If you just left the VOD up, then it's like, okay, I need to make $100 per day or I'll go bankrupt. You can not worry about that 80. That'll be ad revenue. That'll be grand. Boogie also did say all landlords are bad, and then immediately took it back once people started challenging him, and then randomly started a fight with Mudahar. So yeah. I don't think, because the Mudahar talked about, I was hoping Mudahar would talk about him more on the Some Ordinary podcast. I think he did very, very briefly. Very, very briefly. So I need to watch all that stuff again, because like I said, everyone knows I've been very busy over November, so I haven't really kept up with Boogie as well as I usually would. So we'll get back to that. I'll get back to reading through Boogie as best I can. Okay, one sec. Sorry, I'm just getting something done in the background here.
Just woke
Okay. Oh. How do I do this?
up to...
Shut up. How do I do this? I'm trying to think how I do this. Sorry. We'll play this. I'm trying to figure something out.
Everybody talks about a view boost. If I wanted a view boost, I'd play Modern Warfare 2. I average 700-800 viewers. playing Modern Warfare 2. But I'm at a situation like reviews don't make equal money to me. It just doesn't. Because the people that watch Modern Warfare 2 but don't watch, fucking God of War, they don't donate. They just sit there recording video and laughing. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Honestly, the things that help me the most are people making documentaries on me. That gets me out to new people that don't know me. Again, the reason I don't do in-real live streams is people don't donate for them. I've done them. You gotta understand, like, I've been doing this for 8 years at this point. Streaming 100% full time.
Okay. Will this work? 1 second, guys. The screen's probably going to go black here for a second. Well, not black. I'll have my silly wee thing in the background. Because I'm trying to do this. If the stream suddenly cuts out, realize I fucked up. That's really all I have for you guys, okay? Okay. We're working in the background. This is me doing it live. We all know I'm terrible at live streaming and terrible as a human in general. But we'll see. Okay, so that's that. We shall see how this goes here. Okay. Okay. There. Has that worked? I'm a professional YouTuber, guys. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Okay, this is the video that Boogie posted up and then immediately deleted. So, let's play us here.
Big video being dropped from a YouTuber saying I deserve to be broke and lamenting all of the bad financial decisions I made over the last years. And I'm not going to talk too terribly much about it here. Go watch it if you want to. But yes, you make a lot of bad financial decisions when you plan to kill yourself.
Oh my God.
I've talked about this publicly.
Oh my God.
I'll talk about it here one more time. My plan was to spend every dime I had and then blow my fucking brains out.
Oh my God, Jesus.
The reason I got involved with crypto was because I thought to myself, well, if I become a millionaire, maybe I'll stick it out.
Oh my God, that's insane.
I didn't, but I'm choosing to stick it out anyway. I don't know if he included that in the video, but I sure hope he did. Love you, Sonny.
Oh my God, he's so upset. He's so upset. Thank you so much, Seth, for finding that for me and sending it to me. You are a saint and also sexy as fuck, probably. Oh my God. Oh, boys. Boys. Do you know what's so sad? Seth, I love you. Thank you so much for that. You're an absolute saint for sharing that with me and letting us all show it on stream. That's fantastic. However, Seth, you have just made my monthly sum up of him 10 minutes longer. 10 minutes longer. Because now I'm going to have to go through and timestamp why all of that is nonsense. I can't believe he's see that. Okay, for all of you people in chat, all you people who are going to watch the VOD of this, everyone who messages me and asks me about it, he is not joking. He is not. Well, he's lying. He's not joking. Okay. The timeline doesn't fit, as Alex said, because this all happened, what 2021, started 2021, this all happened. His suicidal thoughts were gone, apparently, in his own words, by July 2019. Okay? So, bullshit. Nonsense. Absolute fucking nonsense. Thank you very much, Doopy. I hope you enjoy that, Jamesons. Oh my God, that's insane. Yes, thank you so much, Seth. Like I said, it's gonna my video is gonna be 10 minutes longer trying to deal with this. So for everyone who says, why don't you talk to, would you talk to Boogie if he messaged you? Would you have a conversation? Would you interview Boogie? That's why I won't interview Boogie. That's why I won't talk to Boogie if he DM'd me. Because he immediately would try and suicide bait me, just like he did Sunny V2. That is purely suicide bait. That is the most blatant fucking manipulation you guys will ever fucking see. Holy actual shit. I'm glad he's changed his story on the crypto again. 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 He made $800,000. Oh, actually, well, I made $600, $100,000 from it. Oh, well, actually, I withdrew it. Oh, well, actually, I did it, though. I reinvested, and unfortunately, it crashed. Oh, but McJuggernuggets is going to pay me back for it. Oh, well, he's not actually going to. But, oh, it's actually, I only did it because I was going to shoot myself in the head, which is, like, the shoot yourself in the head storyline, and I'm directly calling it a storyline. The shoot yourself in the head storyline was from end of 2018, if my memory serves me. It's the end of 2018 was when he was making that claim. The 2019 one, if you watch my video on it, there's about 200 different stories on it. It's absolute fucking nonsense. The 2019 one is purely taken from Medica. This whole thing is nearly a year and a half, 2 years after when he invested in crypto. And this was after he said he took DMT, which made him a guru, and it took away his suicidal thoughts. But I guess he's pretending to be suicidal again now for attention. Fuck me sideways. No wonder he deleted that, because that is a fucking bad look. Like, credit to whoever got that. Credit to whoever downloaded that. 100% I'm going to use that in my monthly recap now, because that is fucking ludicrous. That is a ludicrous thing that he is claiming there. Christ. Oh. Even the fucking kissing the camera at the end. It's like, love you, Sonny. He is so upset. And it's purely because Sonny V2 started as a guy who was criticizing Boogie and laughing at Boogie, and now he is so much bigger than Boogie. 10 times at this point, acid, fucking add an extra 0 onto that, my dude. Yeah, fuck. Oh, he is so upset. He is so upset right now. I would love to see. I don't know if Sonny has think get a link to that. I have no idea, mate. I got it via I got it via yeah. Actually, wait, can I? Actually, no, I couldn't do it because it's a private message. I can't share this week because it's a private message. Is he going to sue Sonny? I would love him to try. I would love him to try. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. That is so fucking cringe. No wonder he deleted that. Yeah. Hey, Anthony, how are you, dude? He lost so much money suing Frank. Yeah, he didn't sue Frank. He's just defending himself in court for $27,000 to plead guilty in the end, which was brilliant. $27,000 to so you could then finally admit fault and admit guilt. So, Boogie is saying, now you've been cancelled. Now what? This archive channel has popped up. I'm assuming it's just someone who hates Boogie. But they've been uploading, I think, some of his more recent videos as well, like his cancer video and that. It will probably be long until Boogie flags this down. Like, Boogie is 100% going to be flagging that down. Hello, Sam. How are you? I am doing well. I hope everyone is enjoying their Thanksgiving and all that more. I just realized I am showing you guys stuff on screen, and I have not yet reshared my thing again. Oh God, I'm a professional. I'm a professional YouTuber, guys. You want to fight Boogie or Wings? Wings. 100% Wings would win. Wings has less health problems than Boogie, and also has at least done some physical activity in his entire life. Boogie's going to have a Thanksgiving breakdown. I can't wait. Well, what I'm currently waiting for is for Boogie to hurry up and release that special Francis Thanksgiving video. Not yet. Weird. It's weird. It's almost like during his begging video, he claimed that he had already planned and scripted and had all these ideas for a special Francis Halloween thing that's going to have all these characters and all in it. And then instead, he just showed his decorations and that was it. And he said he had a Thanksgiving one. Nope, nothing yet. No Thanksgiving one yet. So yeah. I'm waiting to see if that happens, Boogie. That's what you promised your fans in return for them giving you all that money. We will see. I wonder if it's going to materialize just like your members only streams, your weekly members only streams. Watch his wedding video. I've never actually watched his wedding video because when I first went through his content, that's actually where I stopped when I was getting ready for my documentary thing. So let's have a wee look see. Wedding. So let's have a wee Jeffrey Duke at that actually. Is it the wedding highlights one, or we'll watch the wedding highlights one? Don't be blinded by our loan. That's good font choice there. Cringe. Cringe. I hope this is copyrighted music. Oh my God! Look at the size when I'm sitting over there. And I'm not saying that specifically to be mean about his weight, because this is obviously back when he was nearly at his heaviest. But that's out of every single chair in the entire world you could choose to sit on as a near 600-pound man, that's not the chair I would be sitting on. This shows why Boogie is actually not like a coward and he's not all PTSD like he claims, because no man who's a coward would sit on a chair with such thin legs when you're that size. Has Sonny seen that video, or was it deleted before he could? I am assuming he hasn't seen it, because I doubt Sonny sits there monitoring Boogie. But 100%, if Sonny was in Sam and Tulky, I bet Sonny still checks up on the Boogie thread. So if it's on there, 100% Sonny's going to see it. 100% is going to see it. Big up the chair for holding that weight. That chair, fucking MVP. That chair is the MVP. Because even those chairs are a wee bit sturdier. That shit, damn son. He's a brave man. He's braver than me. And that's a downhill incline. You know, if he breaks, he's rolling. He ain't stopping. He'll be in Nebraska by the hour. Oh, that's lame. I hate the Pac-Man thing. I wonder if during his vows did he make a point about how Pac-Man is about him chasing ghosts and taking pills. Which one's Chad? Which one's Chad? If you guys know better, because I can't remember the last time I saw a picture of Chad. Which one of these is Chad? Because I always pictured it being that guy. I always pictured it being that guy. Because all I know about Chad is that he's fat. Because that's what Boogie has repeatedly said about him. So which one's Chad out of this? Is that Monday Matt on the left? Maybe if he's shaved. He looks a bit more like... fuck, what is his name? Oh, what is his name? Oh, no. The one on the left, so that is Chad, I was right. Because that's the one I thought it was. I thought Pac-Man was to symbolize him eating coochie. He's not a pescatarian, he don't like fish. That's not Monday Matt at all. I know, I'm trying to think who he actually looks like, because he looks like someone. He looks like... Oh, I have him pictured in my head, and I can't. Imagine being as his family member and coming to this wedding to see her marry an obese man twice her age. 100%. That's why Boogie wrote that fucking... why Boogie wrote that story about like the married couple, the creepypasta he did like a couple of weeks ago. The creepypasta he did a couple of weeks ago, it was all about like the woman's family didn't approve of her marrying this guy and didn't really give a reason for it. 100% that's a reason. Chad before he became disabled and Boogie became his carrier, yeah. Okay. Boogie's like, he is unironically as wide as both those thin boys put together. He's unironically as wide as both those boys put together. It's just so cringe. It really, and I don't want to be mean. Is that the age gap? Is that the age gap there or something like that? I don't mean to be like, you know, kind of mean on the whole thing because it's a wedding. He's all happy. It's just so funny when nowadays he talks about the wedding like he just didn't. I never even wanted to get married, guys. I never even wanted to get married. You know, and she kind of like forced me into it. I never even wanted to get married. But he's like so lovey-dovey with this whole thing. Yeah, that's the thing. He seems genuinely happy. It's just so bizarre that he is trying to rewrite history. Like, I never even wanted to get married. She like twisted my arm into it. I know he probably can't, but it bothers me immensely that his shirt is never tucked in. And I do realize he probably can't. But, you know, I just wait. He would look so much better if he had just tucked his shirt in. Like, this is your one special day. Because it doesn't look like it's been ironed. It's not even tucked in. You think you kind of go a wee bit all out for this one. So are people just hiding in my stream to avoid family? I feel bad. I should end the stream right now and force you to go and sit with your family and talk and be happy and be merry and build connections that will last you an eternity or something. I don't know. I don't do big family events. I'm one of those weird Irish people who don't do like big family events in my household. Curtis, just straight up. Like, nah, just don't. I'm gonna remove that comment. That's just don't. that's just a warning, okay? Don't. Just don't. He is the living like consumer meme, isn't he? He is just a living consumer meme, isn't he? He's just like, it's like Marvel superheroes, the props that he has currently hanging on on his wall, you know? Like, he is just like the pure consumer meme. Like, the Captain America shield must be somewhere about here. That relic that he has hanging on his wall that he's probably going to sign and try and sell on eBay at some point for 200,000. Kidding, gay. Chad just does not look like he enjoys his life. If that is Chad, he just does not look like he enjoys his life. I don't know who he looks like. He kind of looks like Peter Griffin. He looks a bit Peter Griffin-y, like if Peter Griffin was a real guy. I wonder if that's is the vibranium chair under him again, because I can't see it at all. Curtis, I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I don't want to be a downer in this. I don't think talking about swatting people is fun and trolling and such. So I don't know. Fuck off. What a donkey. Oh, he is tucked in. Okay, Boogie, take it all back. I take it all back, sir. I take it all back. Yeah, I take all of it back. There you go. It was typed in basic English, so I don't think it was Boogie. But yeah, swatting is genuinely the stupidest shit I've ever heard of, and people can get fucked if they support swatting. I don't think it's cool to come in and joke about like, why don't people just swat him already? Like, why don't you just fuck off already? You know? Oh, cringy fuckers. Absolutely cringy fuckers. What was I saying before Curtis was a slur? Oh yeah, we were going to do the cancelled video. Does he piss sitting or standing? I would suspect he'd have to sit, because like you kind of have to do a lot to get under there to grab it to aim. Hey Strachan, how are you? You'd have to do a lot to like really reach under yourself to grab it to aim. So I think it probably is just handier for him to sit. But I still there's a podcast called the Unearly podcast that I watch occasionally. It's a bunch of like cringy LOLcows. They don't get many views. I think they're really funny. I only ever watch the first like 10-15 minutes of every podcast, because every single podcast, like the first like 10-15 minutes, is them talking about their real life stuff. And their real life stuff is hilarious. Their real life stuff is always just like, oh, guys, they made me work 30 hours this week. I'm meant to be working 20 hours this week, but they made me work 30 hours. Yesterday, I worked 6 hours, guys. And they're all just ridiculous, pathetic people who have never struggled. They're all like 40. And like none of them have ever had fucking jobs, and they're all pathetic people. But there's one guy who is huge compared to Boogie at his heaviest. I will see if I can find a picture of him here, or like a video of him here. He is huge compared to Boogie at his heaviest. Like I think he recently had to go to hospital, and he was something like, I don't fucking know, like 750 pounds or something like that. I'm trying to see here if I can find this guy. It's on Earthy Podcast Live. And this guy is fucking massive. Where is it? Oh, it's going to be a pain in the arse because they name everything really stupidly. This one here. Shut up. This boy on the far right, it's called Randy. He is like 750 pounds when he went to hospital recently. And he went to hospital, he had to go to hospital because he sat down on his toilet to go to the toilet, and he couldn't get back up again. He got stuck on the toilet, and he just could not get back up again. And he was worried that they were going to have to cut the wall down of his fucking bathroom to get him out. He's a big boy. This is Matt, who is also a big boy. He's my LOLcow. He got me involved in this whole thing. He tells hilarious stories because he got kicked out of hospital. Finally, they released him after a week or two. And for some reason, this is his like long-term girlfriend. He couldn't move back in with her. I'm not sure if she dumped him or not, but he had to go to a homeless shelter, and he clearly didn't like being in a homeless shelter. So he decided to like, I don't know, suddenly claim that he couldn't get out of bed again. So he had to get taken back to hospital. They released him a couple of days later. He clearly didn't want to be released back to the homeless shelter again. So like a couple of days later again, he's like, oh no, I've hurt my back and I have to go to hospital again. It's just over and over and over again. he's terrible. But one time he was telling a story about how he was really upset because the Uber Eats driver left his KFC at like the front door of his like apartment building, and he had to go all the way downstairs to get it. And he said, and by the time I got down there, it was already cold. And I was like, how long does it take you to fucking get out of bed and go down in the elevator and get your KFC? What else? There's another time when he said he fell over and he couldn't get up, and he was like, he was stuck on the floor for 8 full hours, just lying there, just waiting to like regain his strength or something like that. And it's like, bro, surely the first time something bad happens because of you being 750 like fucking pounds, surely the first time something happens like that, you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna fix myself here. This is a bit much. Where if I fall over, I literally can't get up until my girlfriend gets home, and we're able to slowly manage to get me up. You would think. I need to watch this group. Well, they. Like, if you watch the Unearthly podcast, the first 10-15 minutes of every stream is called the ramble part, and it is, the banter part, and it is just them talking about their everyday lives, and they're all just really, just pathetic weirdos. It's him, this guy, and this guy. This guy died. He's Tim. He died, I think, about a year and a half ago. I don't like talking about people who died. I think that's a bit mean, I think it's a bit mean, but, like, holy actual fuck. I don't know. Holy actual fuck. He died, and they did like a memorial video for him, like a memorial talk on the podcast, and none of them, like, they had done this podcast with him for like 7 years, and none of them could say anything about him because they're all like really socially awkward, really self-absorbed people who just talk over each other constantly. They're those type of nerds who actually each other constantly because they all think they're the smartest person in the room. And they couldn't say a single thing about this guy, apart from saying they thought he was stupid. During their legacy thing, they actually said they thought he was a fucking moron. And it is bizarre. They just going like, I think I heard that he actually did another podcast. I'm not sure. It's just, they're all cringe. And yes, the fat cast is right. They are all fat. There's the fucking 750 pounder, the 400 pounder. There's a guy who never shows his face, who apparently is pretty heavy because he talks about how hard it is for him to do 4 hours of work a day. Yeah. The diabetes crew or something like that. So yeah, I would highly recommend just watching the first like 10-15 minutes of their thing. They watch the Unearthly podcast. These boys. They are just they're just terrible. They're just terrible. They're so bad at fucking everything they do, and they're obsessed with Doctor Who, which is fine. Like what you like, whatever. But because the way they rate things, they'll be like, "This is a really bad episode. I hated this episode. It's terrible." But they're like anime fans. If any of you guys see how anime fans score stuff, like, I would be an outlier because I think my fucking like score total is like 6 or something like that. That's the thing. You work 10 hours a day, same. That's the thing. They complain they work 30 hours a week. That's too much for them. Like, my scores for like anime would be an average of 6 across the board. Same for like on Internet Movie Database and stuff like that. It'd be like 6 across the board, something like that. Most anime fans, it's like their average is like, yeah, so you're like an average of 7 unlimited. Yeah, like there are people whose like average is like 8. And it's like they think it's like no such thing as a bad anime. These guys reviewing Doctor Who, they're like, this is a terrible episode, awful episode, so boring, I could barely sit through it. 3.5 out of 5. And that's like the lowest their scores ever go, so they're terrible. They're terrible at actually scoring things. So the one thing they do of reviewing things, they're actually bad at still as well. These guys are anime fans, they're weebs. I don't actually think these guys particularly talk about anime too often. They mainly talk about, there are those type of like Americans who think they're really cultured if they laugh at British comedy. So they really like British comedies. So they just think like, they talk about Blackadder and Bottom and Doctor Who and everything like that. Red Dwarf. They talk about all the British comedies, Monty Python, and it makes them think that they're very intelligent. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the cancel video. Let's go to the cancel video now.
This video because you or someone you know has recently been canceled. But don't worry, it's not as bad as it feels. Things are going to be okay. You can continue to make millions and millions of dollars online as long as you learn from my stupid mistakes and don't do the stupid shit I did. So let me teach you. Lesson 1.
Well, I wonder when this was originally uploaded, because it says it wasn't. Boogie 298 hater is in here representing us, unfortunately. I wonder when this is updated. I wonder when this is uploaded initially, because like he's claimed he's been cancelled 200,000 times on the line. So I wonder if this is after the Frank Castle situation. The real good shit is Chinese light novels. I've never read a Chinese light novel. I haven't read most light novels, to be fair, in general. Any really light novels. I barely read manga nowadays.
Why were you canceled? First off, we have to stop and ask ourselves, am I the kind of person that deserves to be canceled? Am I a sexual predator? Am I someone who's molested or harmed another person? Am I a physical or emotional abuser? Have I done horrible things to my friends, family, or audience? And if you are, politely click off this video and then
go fuck yourself.
And then
why didn't Boogie end the video at 44 seconds then? If that's his breakdown of like why you should be cancelled, it's weird that Boogie didn't end his own video at 44 seconds and click off like he said he was going to do, because it's kind of Boogie really ticks like every one of those boxes. Acid gate British people. Yeah, Boogie's a verbal abuser. I don't know if he's a physical abuser. I never really said he physically abused any of the women in his life, but he certainly is a verbal abuser. You could see that by the reaction to Sunny V2. You could very directly you could see that to Sunny V2, where he immediately talked about that he only invested in crypto because he was going to shoot himself in the head, and then fucking tried to throw it in Sunny's face, and then immediately backtracked and deleted the video because he shit himself. Boogie it should have been a hard cut. Like, I don't know, maybe I should do it for my monthly recap. I should show this and just do like a hard cut or something like that. He physically abused his dog. He did. He played the clip. Okay. Since it was brought up, it has to be played. Since it was brought up, it has to be played. I don't know why. I can never find this, and I didn't do what I said I was going to do last time and put this on like a special like button. I can just press one of my extra buttons here on my keyboard and just have
the third guy says, "Guys, I think I fucked up."
Oh god, that's still too funny. I can't wait for Boogie to show that and say that I'm a terrible person or something like that, because I enjoy brain damaging his dog or something like that. Oh Christ, that's so good. Yeah. Serious question: do you think Boogie will take Darkside Phil route and get cancelled, completely disappear and be treated like a meme, or he take the Wings of Redemption route? I don't think Darkside Phil has disappeared. Like, I really don't think he has. Darkside Phil makes more than all of them. Darkside Phil makes more than Boogie, and definitely Wings, and more than likely Boogie. Like, so I don't think Darkside Phil has completely disappeared or anything like that. He's certainly treated like a meme, but no, I don't think he's been disappeared. I think Wings is a lot more disappeared than Darkside Phil is. Poor ugly dog. True words have never been said. DSP makes over 100k a year. Yep. Has he ever talked about that clip? No, of course he hasn't. Because he'll never talk about that clip because it was on a Whatnot stream. It was in front of like 17 people or something like that. You know, so of course he's not going to admit it to the wider audience. And I think I'm the only person who actively talks about that and plays it. And he will never talk about that because he doesn't want to pretend that he watches my content. So, yeah. DSP has an aggravating voice. I'm trying to think. Whose voice I dislike more. I don't know. Yeah, DSP probably has the worst out of the three like major ones. Out of like Wings, DSP, and Boogie, I think DSP probably has the most annoying voice. Boogie's voice is very fake, and which is why it's probably more bearable to listen to, because he very deliberately. Because if you listen to Boogie from 10 years ago, and I'm not even counting his teeth, if you listen to Boogie from 10 years ago and Boogie talking like even right before his teeth got changed, he puts on a much deeper voice. Ethan Ralph has a terrible voice. Sorry, the guy we don't talk about during November, he has a terrible voice. Who else has a terrible voice? Now we're just in the terrible voice section of this. Like, I think Christian is obviously is a high bar one. Christian has a fucking awful voice. Yeah, I think that's about it. Whoops, forgot. I wonder what you said, Moya. I wonder what you said now. If it was bad, don't put it up again. Yes, Slip and Jimmy, yes, we've talked about that. I hope everyone goes to watch it. I am not going to play it because I want him to get every view possible. And I want everyone to smash that like button, comment how good it is, subscribe to him. thank him for doing God's work or something like that. You know, I'm sure it's an absolutely fantastic video that has nearly 500,000 views in 4 hours. That is nearly 500,000 views in 4 hours. That is over half of what, not over half, about half of what Boogie gets per month in 4 hours. Oof. Ethan Ralph has creepy eyes. Ethan Ralph has brain damaged eyes, basically. So yeah, they are kind of creepy. Average Hyena Enjoy, thank you very much for the donation. Shout out to hyenas. Creepy crawlers of a nefarious nature have a sip pimp. I shall do. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to do it in DSP's voice. I don't really think I could do a good DSP impression. And I try and avoid doing the whole snort thing. Boogie, I've already said before in my monthly recaps, I think Boogie's trying to copy DSP. Because everyone memes certain parts of DSP. Jared Genesis does have a terrible voice. He genuinely... Cyrax has a terrible voice as well. Marshall Mathers has a terrible voice too because he is so monotone. He is genuinely so monotone. Oh yeah, that thing. So Sonny's video on Boogie is going to be the most viewed Boogie video in the last 5 years in absolutely no time. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what his second take of a video is going to be. I can't wait. I'm just quickly checking here on his Twitter to see if he said anything else about the situation. I love that he deleted that video and posted up a, hope you all have happy Thanksgiving, guys. Have an extra plate for me. I'm actually trying to cut back. Okay, Boogie. Maybe you didn't claim again that your stomach has shrank so you can't eat or something like that. He's gonna be so upset. My account is gonna get so many strikes tonight. He's gonna community guideline the fuck out of me because he is clearly just gonna be upset and lash out. And he can't go after Sunny V2. Like we all know he can't go after Sunny V2. Sunny V2 is more popular than him. And if he went after Sunny V2, he would lose so much popularity and support. So yeah, I think he'll lash at other people. There's a bunch of people he probably could go for because I was looking at the recent Boogie videos. I was thinking about watching this one. A guy in defense of Boogie 298. I was just thinking that could be a fun one to quickly watch. But this guy Johnny Fox has popped up. He's made a whole bunch of stuff on Boogie recently. This Trippy cast, they've made a couple on Boogie. It seems like the quote unquote hater nation or in Boogie has kind of increased a lot. Yeah, it's kind of increased a lot. There's been a lot more videos like Demonic Abyss, who I recognize the name of. Where did I recognize your name? He talked about other people, didn't he? Demonic Abyss. I remember you talked about other people I've watched before. I don't recognize half of these, but I'm sure I've watched one of his videos before. Oh, was it on Jacob the Carpetbagger? He hates Jacob the Carpetbagger. That's it. That's who this guy is. There seems to be a lot more videos shitting on Boogie. Oh, my phone went off again because I'm unprofessional. Like this Johnny Fox, I haven't watched any of his stuff yet. Papa Gut, like you say, talking about Boogie again, I need to watch that. So yeah, like there's been a lot more people talking about Boogie and like shitting on Boogie recently, and of course exposing Boogie 298 is back, like I said. So yeah, it's been an uptick. I don't think Boogie's realized he's kind of made like an actual marketplace for people to shit on him now. Because, you know, like before Boogie did the begging video, I was on 500, I think about 500 subs. And now it's probably going to be like a week or two and before I hit 2K, potentially, you know, if I keep going up at this rate. Because I'm like just about to hit 1.9, you know, K. So, you know, if it keeps going at this rate, I'll be 2K, you know, soon enough. And it's only been like a month and a half. I've gained 3 times my subscriber base from my first 4 months. He's made a market out of talking about him now, which is kind of what he wanted, obviously, you know. But at the same time, I don't know if he'll be able to deal with the negative backlash. Oh yeah, we're talking about his cancelled video. Let's get back to this. The I Need Your Help video was like a curse monkey paw granted him the attention he wanted, but it's all anti-fans. Exactly, Alex. That's what I said at the start of my monthly recap for it. Is that he is, you know, he got the attention he wanted, but he is not equipped to handle negative criticism because he doesn't like people being mean to him. He is so obsessed with people being nice to him and getting positive attention. He can't deal with clickbait because everyone will, it's like kid behind camera gets shit on all the time for his clickbait. Boogie was not equipped to deal with that. If it's a transition as the audience grows, like, my entire content isn't all Boogie vids right now. I do deal with a couple other people as well. But I would like to do other stuff too. November in particular has been bad for me because I have been very busy, but I would like to try and move on to other stuff. But the biggest problem for me is I don't... It's good. I'm trying to explain this in a way that doesn't make me sound like kind of incredibly stupid and weird. But I don't see a point in double dipping things that are already done well enough. It's like Amberlynn Reid. I really enjoy watching Amberlynn Reid, but I'd never do like a documentary style on her because Mr. Snowflakes is so good, you know? I don't see a point in doing a documentary on Amberlynn Reid because it's already so good. Like, she has already, like, Mr. Snowflake has already done such a good job. Zachary Michael covers Amberlynn Reid already so well that I'm like, I don't know what else I can add that like Zachary Michael doesn't, who's already like working away so hard on it, and he's been doing it for years. Yes, turkeys in chat studio. You know, Boogie is one of the ones where I started following because I was interested in him, and I noticed no one was really talking about him. So I was like, well, I like monthly recap videos, so I might as well do them for Boogie because no one else is really doing it or talking about it. Used to make a video on a lesser known LOLcow. I'm intending on making a video on Marshall Mathers IV. He's a king incel guy. He has about 4 years of history. I'll quickly pull him up here. I'm tempted to make a video on him, and I've been watching through his backlog already in preparation for it. But I don't really know if it's going to be that like super well received or super popular. He's got 460 videos. The biggest problem with Marshall is that his videos are so repetitive, as you can tell by his entire video catalog of going and standing in front of a tree. Standing in front of a fucking tree. Oh my god, Marshall. His earlier videos in particular are like really short, but then he started putting up all his videos to like 30 to 40 minutes long, which is kind of annoying. But his videos are just bizarre. Why I'll never date or marry a black woman. Okay. He just... I got doxing. Oh, no. Oh, that's mean. The truth about girls voting for fraud going on in this election. He is just like a king incel guy, and he just sits there and just whines about shit. Like, his earlier stuff, it's just him sitting there complaining repeatedly. He recently started uploading a TikTok. He's interesting enough for being such... he's such an odd incel. Like, I wish Incredible Hulk 3 would have been released on April 14th, 2007. He is very specific with a lot of his things. Like, he complains that he wanted to become an actor. I really want a gaming desktop Milanto. He has been talking about that for 4 years. He really specifically says, I want to be an actor or a rapper. However, I wanted to become one before I was 21 because other people became one before 21. Now that I'm 21, I just don't really want to be an actor or a rapper anymore because I'm now just too old. Yeah, he wants to be both. He wants to be Eminem. That's why it's called Marshall Mathers IV. He is just a fucking weirdo. And he really, really just hates women. Holy shit. I've never seen him with a beard before. I don't know if I like that. No, he kind of looks like it's not that bad. I don't know. Gay people in chat and women in chat, what do you think? Does he look better with a beard or without a beard? Like, what do you think, guys? I'm just curious. Is he a glowy? I don't think so. He's been doing... based on his earliest videos, I was like, okay, if I only saw his earliest videos... Like, I wish Fight Club would have been released on October 15th, 1998. He is so specific with dates and stuff like that. He is bizarre. Okay? That he is bizarre. And it's just like, Lost World should be on 19th of May, 1995. At first, I thought he was a troll because of how repetitive he was, how some of his points are so weird, how he just sits there whining about how his dad took away his access to the dad's desktop because he looked at porn on it and he was touted out. Just weird. Makes him look like an animal. So I thought, okay, this is too repetitive. It's too weird. It's too specific. He must be a troll. I see with stubble, he looks better. He looks better with stubble, not like a full beard. He looks better with stubble. But as time went on, it's like this guy is like 4 years on. He looks better in the dark. That's mean. That's so mean. He overshares a lot. Yeah, he does overshare a lot. But he's like 4 years on, and he's still saying the same stuff. And I'm like, either he's the most dedicated troll, because he's not like trying to be funny. So he's either the most dedicated, unfunny troll, or he is just super creepy, weird incel. I'll play one of his earlier videos for you. I really wish you could search by oldest here. I wish you could just search by oldest, but YouTube hates creators and everyone, so you can't.
I hate teenage girls.
This is his voice. He's so monotone. He's never excited about anything in his entire life. Is he? No, he's not the one who believes his ears are crooked. He's the one who believes his nostril is crooked and it ruins his face, which is something I've noticed about a bunch of incels I've started watching. I don't know why. I just started watching a bunch of incels because they're kind of odd, and they all, like, they're average-looking guys. You know, he's like an average-looking guy, but they all have something like very bizarre about them, that they think, because of this one thing, I am hideous, and no girl... Like, this guy talks about his nostril, and he says that he is scared that if he ever meets a girl, and they get married, and they're leaning in to kiss on their wedding day, she might notice his nostril is crooked, and leave him at the altar. That is so fucking bizarrely specific. And he hates microwaves. Yes, he hates microwaves. He really hates microwaves because he thinks they give you cancer, and he thinks like big microwave has paid people off to hide the fact that microwaves cause cancer. And he talks about how he doesn't like holding his phone up to his ear because it gives him headaches because of the radiation coming from it. He's a genuinely odd fucker, and I find him fascinating. So I'm tempted to make a video on this guy. I think Greased Wizard made a video on him before. Because when I was looking through him, I saw Greased Wizard made a video on him before. I watched that a while ago. I think he did a follow-up live stream because Marshall like jumped on his live stream, was like trying to shit on him and stuff like that. Schizophrenia? I don't think so. I don't think he really has that many of the traits. He's odd. Well, we'll go with that. He's odd. Also, he's one of those guys I love because I can listen to him at 2 times speed constantly, and he's just like normal, like.
And women who smoke and do drugs. It's disgusting, revolting, gross, nasty, and sick.
This is 2 times speed, and he talks at like my speed. I love it because I can just like plow through his videos really quickly because it's just 2 times speed, and I can actually get through them so fast. I fucking love it. That's what I love about people like this. I hate people who have like a lot of background noise, like Cyrax a lot of the time. I can't listen to him on 2 times speed because it's like, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. I have no idea what you're fucking saying. He asked me, why else would he hit microwaves? I have no idea. I don't think so, but I don't know. He's a fucking weirdo. He hates women who do drugs and smoke. He hates girls who do anal. He hates girls who have sex before marriage. He just hates everyone. He did a full review series on I've never had Elder Scrolls. He did like that thing. He started his channel off by talking about fucking the Disney movies, about Disney Cars 2. Why he will hate Cars 3 when it comes out. Why he thinks Cars 4 should have been released in March 2017. He's fantastic. He's so fantastic.
Not to mention, it's wrong, it's bad, it's evil, it's wicked. And it's
yes, Lisa, you're right. He said that he couldn't have a friendship if his friend really liked microwaves.
Sin. It's a flat-out sin. I mean, what are people trying to do by doing that? Oh, escape? Oh, yeah, that's great. You'll just have cancer later on down the road in your life. Maybe when you're like 40, 45, or 50, you'll have a fucking hole in your throat and you'll talk like a fucking robot. Yeah, that would be really...
Marathon guy, see, the biggest problem he has as an incel is he can't tell a woman to go in the kitchen and make him a sandwich because she might accidentally use the microwave one in there, and that's just going to trigger him all over again.
Great. Really great. Like, I just don't understand how pathetic and weak that teenage girls and women, adult women in this world can be. That whatever they're going through, whatever it is, and I'm not saying that I don't care about your suffering, but smoking and doing drugs is not the cure, and it's not the answer. It's not. So please stop. I mean, if you've already done it, keep doing it. But I'm making this video for teenage girls and adult women who have not yet done it, and hopefully never will. Because it breaks my...
Is he this miserable all the time? Yeah, constantly. He's constantly miserable. He's constantly miserable. Yeah, KHB, he doesn't really care. He doesn't really care that men do it too. He just cares what women do it. Because he finds it unattractive, and that's the only reason he complains about it. The guy complains about... That's it. He complains about not having a gaming PC because he thinks if he had a gaming PC, he would be a big YouTube gamer, and he'd be really popular and really successful. But he also hates big YouTube gamers because they're weirdos and pathetic and stuff, and he's just like entirely jealous of them. It's bizarre. Have you ever watched the Fatal 4-Way? It's 4 autistic dudes fighting each other anime style in a damp cave. I don't think so. I'm going to check that out now. But yes, just, you see like why I say this guy just seems like a troll initially, you know, when he talks a while, and then does like a Chris Chan stress side. It's like, oh, just suddenly out of nowhere. It just seems like so pantomime-y, but then he does it for 4 years straight. I'm like, okay, it's real.
Heart and emotionally and mentally, it tears me apart that teenage girls and adult women do this. And it's even worse that teenage girls do it knowing that they're doing it underage, which is illegal. But of course, they don't care. And even if they get caught, police are so soft on teenagers. So soft. They're not hard at all. Whatsoever. They're just not hard on teenagers. Not saying that they're like friends with teenagers or anything, but they're not hard on them. And they should be. If they catch them smoking or doing drugs or any other illegal shit.
They're not friends with teenagers.
At least in my opinion, they should. I mean, there are so many other better ways to escape whatever troubles or suffering you're going through. Running. Have you ever heard of the runner's high? Exercising, biking, skateboarding, swimming. And the list goes on. Video games, movies, TV shows. Social media is bad. But video games, movies, TV shows, go for it. But smoking and doing drugs, I fucking hate, despise, and disdain that shit. And I wish I could go back in time and stop the person who invented it in the first place.
Invented it? You make it like drugs and cigarettes sound like one thing. Like, stop it. He does say, he talks about a lot where he wishes he could go back in time and stop or do whatever. This is a guy who admits he's addicted to porn. He admits he's addicted to porn, but he's upset that girls smoke or do weed or whatever. Do weed? God, I sound like a boomer. They do the marijuana. So he's like really upset about that, but he already admits he's just addicted to porn. LOLcows have some serious overlaps. Oh yeah, LOLcows are fucking so strange. Especially the incel ones. Like a bunch of the incel ones I've noticed, all are just exactly the same. Like they all like have like really specific hatred of parts of their bodies. Like I'm not sure if you guys watched Medicare talk about the Love Quest video. Sorry, the Love Shy video. It's a bunch of people talking about like being incels, being love shies, and being pickup artists and stuff like that. It's absolutely kino. It's absolutely kino because there's a guy in that who's like. He's like an incel and he wants to talk really quickly so he sounds intelligent and all, and he keeps saying about like, oh, I wish I could get plastic surgery to change this and change this and change this because I'm so hideous. And he's like not good looking, you know. He just looks alright, you know. He's average at best, but he's just like, oh, I need all this plastic surgery to fix myself, and then I'll get women. Speech pattern reminds me of the Aspie and Cell serial who told the detective about Stacey's and Chas. God, what was that guy's name? I remember because I saw that interview once. Oh, what was it? I think Medicare talked about that one actually, because the Medicare talked about incels a lot. Okay, what was it saying? Oh yeah, someone said Fatal 4-Way. I have not seen this before. A fight between Nick, Marcelo, Tim, Frank. Enjoy the video. I thought it said Skrillex. The Canada guy? Do you mean Pete's? The guy I've covered a few times? Pete's is kind of incel-y. Kind of incel-y.
Found you again. Of course you do.
Oh god, that's a fedora and a half.
I was waiting. Nice. Let me ask you something. Out of the 3 fights we've had so far, still think you stand a chance? I don't think.
I don't know.
I know. Oh, really?
Really?
So a one-on-one fight seems like a good idea to you? Always has been. Always will.
Oh god, here we go.
Hey!
It's a Blair Witch.
Hell?
You guys gonna fight?
Oh, dude, he looks like a shrunken Batista. I already see who the next person is who's going to come and join this fight. Like, maybe don't wear bright red in the middle of the fucking woods. This guy's a shitty soul patch, too.
What about it?
I don't know. Let's make it a 3-way fight.
Yahoo!
Wow, fuck, it looks like I was right, guys. How could I have seen that guy wearing his natural camouflage?
How about we just do it the old-fashioned way and make this thing a fatal 4-way? A 4-way what? A menage a trois plus one. A 4-way fight, you jackhole.
Fuck, I laughed at that. I feel bad. I feel so bad. Oh, good work, red guy. I like you the most.
Alright, this is in between him and I. No, hold on, wait. They want to prove something? Alright, a 4-way fight. I can deal with that.
Plus, me and you haven't finished yet.
Ooh. Alright, down at the bottom of the mountain. 5 minutes.
that guy has never had an ounce of testosterone in his voice for his entire fucking life. He's still waiting for fucking puberty. Like, that is ridiculous. I don't like going off people's voices because of my naturally deep, soothing voice, but fuck me, that's a squeaker.
Next.
Awesome.
5 minutes. We'll see you there.
5 minutes. We'll see you there.
Why did you cut away from the guy jumping off the cliff? That would have been funny. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. That was a good jump cut. I appreciated that. But it would have been better if you'd shown him actually go over the edge.
Wow, good distance.
Oh my god. Oh. I'm so lucky, because, like, okay, the thing is, like, in Northern Ireland, we never really got many people who exist who look like this. This is kind of an American look. So we never really had anyone who did the whole fedora, chains, leather jacket look. The average Redditor, yeah, the average milady Redditor mod. So yeah, this is purely an American problem. So this is like, I'm feeling secondhand cringe for you guys. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, what's one positive thing about Boogie? It's the same thing I always say, Sam. I like his rapping. I genuinely do enjoy his rapping. Also, Boogie, if you are listening to this, because you currently are you've probably clicked on this stream just at this moment, and you're currently filling out your report on why this is bullying or something like that. If you are listening to this, can you please get back to unboxing Magic the Gathering? Because I've gotten into Magic the Gathering recently, and it upsets me that the second I got into it and said that I got into it, you immediately said you weren't going to do any more of it, and it feels somewhat spiteful that you are directly targeting me. Okay, that's just a message out there to Boogie. Just a message out there to Boogie. Hitler did a lot of things wrong. It's a great rap. It is a great rap. Honestly, I need to fit this in somewhere and make it into like an opening for my live streams. Look up Kingdom Hearts original. That's the video. What? Have you watched the dual wield video? It reminds me a lot of this. I have not. I will check it out in a second. 30th match. See, this is the thing about Boogie that I don't understand. Okay, a bit of a side tangent here. Boogie claims that, you know, Boogie, stop hitting Sammy. We're not playing. We're not playing again. We've hit the one limit already for this. I've always English pubs. I'm sorry, they don't like my kind there. Len, you said about the 30th anniversary of Magic cards. Boogie trying to make himself into a Magic streamer. I don't know, a Magic streamer, a Magic YouTuber. I don't know why he didn't talk about that, because it was a very unpopular thing that Magic the Gathering did. The Wizards of the Coast did and all. I don't know why he didn't talk about that, because that would have been easy clicks for him, and easy for him to shit all over the company and get a wee bit of attention at the very least. But it's just bizarre that he just never did. You know, that he just never really talked about it. He mentioned it briefly on stream that he doesn't like it because he's rewriting history now as well. On the last stream of his that I watched, I think, well, actually, I'm not sure. I think it was the second stream this month that I only watched a wee bit off. I haven't watched the full thing off yet. He says one of the reasons he didn't go to Magic 30 now is he was protesting it because of the 30th anniversary cards, and he doesn't like what they've done with Magic the Gathering. So he's already rewriting history. It's no longer that he can't afford it, or that he doesn't want to use the money that people kindly donated to him to go. It's now that he is like boycotting Wizards of the Coast because of them doing that fucking thing. The releasing the 30th anniversary packs for $250 per booster. Oh, cringe. I don't like the red guy anymore.
Everyone's here.
I was wondering what took you guys so long.
Where's Tim? To shower.
Oh, so you were talking about me.
Nice.
This is kind of cringe. Why does he change the story so much? Because he's a bad liar. It really is as simple as that with Boogie. Boogie is just a bad liar. You know, he always wants to try and win. Okay, that's the thing with Boogie that you have to realize. Boogie always wants to win. He wants to do it by both looking like the strongest, coolest guy alive, which is the Giga Chad thing, and he also wants to, like, I don't know, make himself pitiable so people like him more and give him attention. So he kind of has to do both at once. That's why he both has to say, I am specifically boycotting Wizards of the Coast, and I am also not able to go because I am so broke. By the way, please donate more to me. It's the same thing with his, like, I'm free speech, however, I will sue you and strike down your channel if you talk negatively about me.
Well then, are we all ready?
Think of this place as each and every one of their tombs.
Tombs, huh?
If I teleported in, I'm pretty sure I can teleport.
Fucking ninjas. We will see.
Oh, imagine being this guy and just looking over there and be like, nah. none of this is worth me interfering, interacting. Bet Boogie's at a buffet right now. I bet Boogie is getting fucking blitzed right now in anger at Sunny V2. He is sitting there. He's eating pictures of Sunny V2's face. That is it. He's baking them into pies and just sitting there eating pictures of Sunny V2 in pure anger and just stabbing them repeatedly with a fucking knife. Oh, and the story goes on. Oh, does the story go on, guys? Does the story go on, guys? Oh, of course, they're fans of the fucking Power Rangers. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, boys. Boys. Here's some cool fuckers here. Scott Pilgrim, of course, they're fans of Scott Pilgrim too. How do these guys never take off? How do these guys not become the next McJuggernuggets? Oh. Yes, so what was the next one? The next one was... I'm just kind of just doing shit. Like I said, I didn't plan the stream whatsoever, guys. I'm surprised there's anyone actually fucking here, because I'm just kind of doing stuff now. Kingdom Hearts Original. This was recommended by Fry Guy. So let's watch this, because it is filmed on the... This is from 11 years ago. This is from fucking 3 years later than that one. And it's still on the same potato fucking camera.
1,
Dude. Come on. I heard your countdown.
2, 1.
Well, the immersion's gone from the first 1 second of the video. And also your countdown was fucked because it's only 1 second past.
Sora. Roxas! What'd you do with Kyrie? She's part of the darkness now. She doesn't need the light. You're a nobody!
Hi. Ryan Gameplay. Thank you very much for the super chat. Why does Boogie say he has autism? I have autism. Boogie says he has autism because he thinks it is a shield for any form of criticism about anything he does. That is why. He claims his therapist told him that he thinks he might have autism, so now he's just using it as a shield for everything that he does, because that's just Boogie's way of doing things, really. He just likes to make excuses for his behavior, and by excuse I mean reasons for his behavior that he can't be attributed to him being a shitty person. So that's why. I'm sorry that he is stealing the limelight from you. Ryan, if you want to say that you have like gonorrhea or something like that as well, I'm sure Boogie would then claim he has gonorrhea. Oh, there you go. Oh god. This is the whitest fight I've ever seen. Did he bonk him?
Where are your friends now?
Did he bonk him? Oh, no. Why did you sounded like you got bonked?
Where are your friends now? I don't need any friends. I'm part of the darkness.
I'm part of the darkness. How come everyone involved in these videos always has these trousers on? It's always these fucking trousers on.
You're a nobody! Here!
Oh my Christ. Eat shit! Eat shit!
No!
Oh. This is Kingdom Hearts Original by Mark Truscott. It is a dark tale of two friends who turned against each other and were consumed by the darkness and are fighting with keyblades. And by keyblades, I mean sticks wrapped in foam. Do you know what? As someone who's never played Kingdom Hearts, this is seriously happy I've never watched Kingdom Hearts, because if this is the fan base, if this is the fan base who exists because of Kingdom Hearts, I am glad I've never experienced it. It's like the first time you hear about bronies and you're like, good, I'm never gonna watch that fucking show because of the people like this. You're very okay. Okay.
Don't hit the camera, man.
Dual wield! Here!
That's it. He won, I guess. I'm not sure how deeply that cut into all of your ears as well, but that was an experience. Even when I fucking turned it down, holy shit! Even when I turned it down, that hits deep, doesn't it? That genuinely hits deep. Like you feel that reverberating in your soul. Did he just like
I can't kill you.
fist him with that or something like that? Like, what the fuck? Did he just Nick Rekieta him with that? If anyone gets that joke.
You're part of me. You're a fool, Sora.
What the... What happened? Good effort there, guys. Strange Coaster Outdoors. If you were mall security, would you approach these weapons? Like, you know, like it's like you were not trained to deal with people like this. You know, this is like a SWAT team level event going on right now. You know, you need to be well armed, ballistic shields to take down two masters of the Keyblade such as this. The ending kind of sucked. Yeah, the dude just fucked off. The dude just dandered away. And then he awkwardly kind of covered the camera and then just kind of uncovered it again just to the guy walking back. Like, yeah. No one called the police or mall security. Would you call the police or mall security on this? like at best I'd call it social worker. Have I ever watched Mr. Porson with Mr. Reddit? Yes, the full interview he did before the Mersh documentary. Yeah, I did. Is a remix a remix of this or just the Scream get Paul Blart out there? I would love to see that. That would genuinely make me happy. Is a remix of this by some dude. Okay, we shall have a Jeffrey Duke. Oh god, there's so many Kingdom Heart remixes, and they're all called originals. What was the guy's name again? No, I can't be fucked. We'll finish this cancel video because we only got 45 seconds into it before I died.
Die in a fire. But chances are, if you're being canceled, it's not for any legitimate reason. It's something that you did that was very minor that got blown into something completely out of proportion.
I really want to know what the time frame for this was because this was after he shot a gun in the air in school zone. I'm going to argue that his definition of minor is slightly different to my definition of minor.
Let me use myself as an example. Here's a clip of me trolling somebody in voice chat on a video game. Check it out. And are your parents still together?
No.
What? Oh god, is this what he was crying about with his cancellation shit? Because this is him trolling someone. I thought this was he was joking and it was just a fun meme. That's what he claimed before about this. He wasn't trolling someone by talking about their fucking parents being divorced and how they probably have emotional issues because of that.
Okay, alright, so maybe I should take point then.
What?
Well, if your parents aren't together, then you probably come from a broken home. You're probably going to get real angry when you start losing, so...
I won last game, but that was my first game on.
Alright, well maybe you just learned how to channel that anger. Alright, I wish you luck, man, then. Good luck. My parents died.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm pretty much Batman, so... Now, provided you're somebody with a brain, you're looking at this clip and wondering how could anything so simple get you canceled on the internet, especially when most of the time when you're playing a game like Apex...
Were people canceling for this, or was he just being like laughed at and criticized for his really fucking stupid take? But he has a really weird opinion of what cancellation is. Like, he really, really does. Yeah, Yumoi, I hope your parents die in a car crash. Yeah, like, doesn't Boogie actually suck up? Oh god, he is terrible playing video games. What he just for recommending a nice video to watch while he slip in. I wonder what video you shared him there. Was it 13 minutes and 53 seconds long? You ever watch Chibi stuff? I watched a few of his highlight stuff. I'm assuming you're talking about that Chibi Neko guy, the speedrunner. I watched a couple of his things, and I watched Mediker, I think, did a breakdown video off him as well.
Apex Legends, you're going to be called
What is this channel called? I need to share it with everyone I know. Noah, are you talking about our amazing Sunny V2 and his breakdown? Or are we talking about Boogie2988 archives for this You've Been Cancelled video? One of the two.
Racial and homophobic slurs, and this somehow is outrageous. And the answer to that question is, I really still have no fucking idea. But this somehow, back in 2019, actually got me canceled.
Back in 2019. So, okay, this was... What does Boogie think cancelling is? One Reddit post saying Boogie made fun of a kid for his parents being divorced? That's being cancelled nowadays? Okay. Cool. I love it about like 4 of the next ones are about like people just like defending Boogie weirdly as well.
For about the 3rd time at that point, including dozens of Reddit threads, and yes, mainstream media covered...
Dozens? Also, I do not think... Mainstream media covered him making fun of someone in Apex. Boogie, mainstream media doesn't even know you exist. Jesus Christ. Guys, did you know mainstream media covered my last video on Boogie and they said it was Kino? Yeah, I can just say that, because if Boogie can just make up the mainstream media talked about him, I can't too. My favorite was when the BBC did a full introduction piece on how amazing my video was, and they said I was a cool guy and I sounded kind of sexy.
This. I kid you not. And the way this happens is as simple as that game we all played in school, you know, telephone, where you whisper a word or a sentence into one person's ear, and then they whisper it into another person's ear and another person's ear, and it constantly evolves and changes, and by the time you get to the end of the line, the sentence is completely different from the one you started with.
Thank you for the fucking visual aid as well. I'm sure no one would have got your amazing metaphor if they didn't show a fucking phrase of how banana sounds like banana.
In this case, we started with what you saw here, which is me trolling another fellow adult in a video game. That's...
Are you... That guy didn't sound like an adult to me. He sounded like a teenager at best. Like what?
It's factually what happened. But when the clip was taken from the live stream and posted to Reddit, we saw it posted as Boogie bullies child in video game. Now, for some people, that wasn't egregious enough, so they decided to spin it a little further by making it about this child no longer having parents or his parents.
Yeah, that is literally Why would you show the clip? Why would you show the clip that proves you're lying here? This is the thing. This is why, you know, I said about Boogie, and I've said it fucking so many times now. I am not sure if he is actually genuinely delusional, or if he is so fucking narcissistic that he actually believes that people will just believe whatever the fuck he says. What is he actually talking about here? Why would you show the clip that this proves it? It's like Boogie showing the clip of him shooting the gun in the air and being like, please note, as the clip showed, I never shot the gun in the air. I genuinely... I'm baffled. I'm actually baffled. The guy actually gave me a headache. Did you fuck? Verbally abuses mentally handicapped child overcoming from a broken home due to one of his parents dying in Operation Desert Storm. That's exactly what I heard as well. It's just like banned Nana. Yeah, common abuser argument. It is pure, like, I don't like to use the term gaslighting, but holy actual fuck, is it gaslighting? What you hear and see is not true. What I tell you is true. It's just like his fucking bullshit with the Sunny V2 video. We'll cover that again briefly. The Sunny V2 video where he's just like, it's absolute bullshit, and the guy's trash, he's QAnon Nazi, you know, all the stuff he probably wants to say, but he isn't saying that time. Have a good one, Lisa. Enjoy your turkey. And he's telling people that how terrible it is, and how it's all bullshit, and it's all lies, and he's a terrible person, and I bet he isn't actually covering the story accurately, all that stuff. But then being, oh, but you can watch it if you want to, guys. That's like if you were like let's say someone called Boogie 1488 is hanging out with a woman called Lucy Wolf, and she's like, I would like to go home. And he's like, oh, yeah, you can go home. Like, you're leaving me here by myself, struggling. I don't know if I'll be able to cope with you gone. But you can go. Yeah, 100%. You can leave if you want to. But, you know, I might not be here. You know, I might not be here when you come back. You know, he points his finger gun against his head and pulls a pretend trigger. You know, Miss Lucy Wolf, you can go if you want to. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Hello, Hillary Clinton. That's a good name. Yeah, so it's a standard abuse tactic. It's crazy. Who are these unbelievable characters you created? I have no idea. Do you know what? I'm a creative writer. I saw Boogie released a creepypasta that was in no way about his sister wife being destroyed for marrying him, and how she's a bitch anyway. I read a story that was in no way about any of those things, then I decided just to write my own story there, and I really hope everyone enjoyed that.
Being divorced, which is obviously something we can all relate to, and it's a really great hook for spinning something like this to get somebody canceled. Now look, it's already not a good look when you're the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, when you are trolling somebody in a video game.
Imagine actually referring to yourself as the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. Like, unironically, you are actually referring to yourself as the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. That's cringe. That's cringe. I'm so upset about him doing that as the LeVar Burton of YouTube. Lamar Burton? Is that his name? Reading Rainbow? I don't know. I'm not American.
That alone is a mistake, and whatever you got canceled for is probably a
Yeah, kid, she hated his perfect teeth and his fucking Tesla.
similar mistake. It's off brand for you, it's something you probably shouldn't have done, and you should apologize for it. The chances are, if you're being canceled on Twitter or Reddit or somewhere else, statistically speaking, the thing you've done has been spun in a way that people have heard a completely different version of what actually happened. And let's be honest, but anybody watching this video would cancel a creator for bullying a child, especially bullying a child in a video game for his parents' divorce. That's not a creator you would want to watch. But not a lot of people see the original context. Not a lot of people
Everyone saw the clip. That clip was shown everywhere. Everywhere. It's like a 13-second clip. Boogie's making it sound like this was part of like a 6,000 fucking page novel, and he said something bad in 2 words off it, and it's like, well, no one's ever going to be able to go through the whole thing to see the thing in context. It's like a 13-second clip. I've seen it 17 times. It's in every single video and documentary about Boogie. I think I'm the only person so far that hasn't shown it. How the fuck is he like, oh, most people don't see the original clip? Most people do. The Reddit thing you were showing literally showed the fucking clip.
The original clip, they hear that inversion of the telephone version, and a lot of the times mainstream media, that's what they report. If you follow YouTube drama at all, you will remember that James Charles got canceled for ultimately being a sexual predator. Now history has shown us that wasn't...
Little Bubs, that sounds like a threat. That sounds like a threat. Is Boogie going to show up at my door? Is Boogie going to show up at my door and Frank Castle me now? I'm gonna be done, and people are going to have to hold him a memorial for me and make the Irishman too, Irish forever, or something like Ireland forever. Ireland forever sounds like a politically charged statement. Ireland forever movie about me where they just suck my dick for the entire thing.
The case, and that's not what he was. But do you remember how that originally started? That all started. That false accusation about him being a sexual predator started because he promoted the wrong hair vitamins. And obviously, we're not going to cancel anybody for promoting hair care products, vitamins. That's not going to happen. And of course, Toddy Westbrook knew that. That's why she spun it in the direction that she spun it, so that he's a sexual predator. Because obviously, we are going to ban sexual predators from this space.
I love Boogie's idea of cancellation is so skewed and so dumb when it comes to him, that he is comparing himself to false accusations of being a sexual predator and like a molester made against James Charles, that to him being mocked a little bit on Reddit, for a little bit, for like a page, for joking about someone's parents being divorced, and he somehow thinks those are like on the same level, which, like I said, kind of hints at the whole, like, you know, narcissism thing. The movie like Foxcatcher with me and Boogie. I'm assuming he's the Steve Carell character. I'm going to assume that. Like, I kind of would like to be, but I'm assuming he's going to be the Steve Carell character.
In any other space. The problem is...
I know, Kate. It's kind of suspicious, isn't it? Next he's going to be like, it's so mean what they did to Harvey Weinstein.
Wasn't true. But at the end of the person of that telephone line, just like the end of that person on Twitter or Reddit or anywhere else, or even reading mainstream news about that story, they never heard about the vitamins. They never heard about anything else. All they heard about is James Charles is bad. So now that you know what you're up against, what do we do? How do you get uncanceled?
Sebby, I think I didn't follow James Charles because he's not something that's interesting to me at all. But I think that came out afterwards. Boogie is this video's from, like, I think probably the start of 2020, the way he was talking. So yeah. So this is yet another, because you know he said he took a break in 2019. So I this is good that I found out about this, because he made this during 2020 clearly, and this is him trying to recover his bad image. So it's good. This is even more evidence of him not actually taking a break in 2020, like he said.
How do you fix it? Well, obviously you need to apologize for the thing that you actually did. That's kind of a no-brainer. So for me, I apologize for no longer trolling in video games, and I made a point of not doing it. I know it's something I shouldn't be doing. It ruins the experience for other gamers, and even if me and my audience finds it funny, I don't want to ruin anybody else's good time. But obviously, we can't apologize for things we haven't done. And we can't prove that we haven't done them because you can't prove a negative. And this ultimately...
In your opinion, you just did by showing the video. What? He claimed by showing the video he was showing proof, because most people never see it, and that's why they believe the lie. But if you see the video, then you know it isn't. But now he's saying he can't prove that he didn't troll a child in a video game. But he showed the video as proof that he didn't. Huh? What? Like, what? Didn't he lie about being assaulted by his family? By certain members of his family, yes. Possibly other ones as well. The problem is once you've lied about one or two of those, it's harder to believe the other ones as well, you know? So if he came out with only my dad did X to me, it'd be more believable than my dad did X to me. Also my mom did X to me. Also my brother did X to me. Also my sister did X to me. Also my dog did X to me. You'd be like, I don't even know if I believe the dad one anymore now. Shit.
Is the problem with cancel culture is when things get exaggerated.
Happy Thanksgiving, Delalo.
When things get taken out of context, when you're accused of things you've never done, there really is no way to solve that. There just isn't. Even if you do apologize, even if you do find a way to prove a thing that you didn't do, most of the people at the end of the telephone line will never hear that. Because, as we all know, bad news travels a lot faster than good news. There's no way people at the end of that telephone line are going to hear that you're actually innocent. Nor do they care. I guess one solution would be to be an absolute perfect person, be perfectly angelic, and if you're unable to do that, make sure that you sell everyone a lie and a false reality. Pretend that you are a completely different person than you actually are.
This is a bit on the nose there, isn't it, Boogie? Isn't that a bit on the nose? Boogie saying that if you can't be perfect all the time, then sell them a lie and build a fake reality around yourself. Isn't that kind of what you did? But are you kind of saying what you're not meant to say? Are you saying the bit you're not meant to say there, Boogie? That you've built a fake narrative around yourself, or are we doing the telephone thing again? Am I misquoting him out of context? Even though I've played this entire video at this point.
Don't do what I did, which was live stream and make jokes. Don't make realistic YouTube videos that talk about your actual issues and problems. Just sell them a corporate canned bullshit version of yourself.
What are you talking about? See, the problem is people don't believe that your things. They believe that's the lie. What? Don't make streams and joke about things. Like, I make streams and joke about things. I haven't been cancelled. I pissed off 2 people now. I'm working on a third. I have a third in mind, and I'm working hard. Well, actually, I probably pissed off 3 people if you include Boogie. Shit, fuck. Okay, I'm working on a 4th. I'll get a 4th going here soon enough.
But if you're already canceled, well, it's too late for that. You can try to make up for it by raising money for a charity or doing something really good.
Oh,
but
God.
just be aware.
I hate Boogie's opinion of how charity works, because Boogie just seems to think if you just donate to charity, you are forgiven for whatever you have done. It's like with the Logan Paul suicide forest thing, where he came out and said, oh, well, if Logan Paul donates $250,000 to charity, we should all pretty much just forgive him and move on, as if nothing happened. And it's just like, what? Like, that's not how charity works. Just because you donate to charity doesn't mean you're just like, oh, okay, he's a good guy now, never mind. You should cover the Keemstar Frank Castle fight at some point, unless YouTube would take it down. Are you talking about them arguing on the show? Or on the podcast? I think I did in one of my previous live streams. I'm not sure. I might have. But yes, I'd like to cover it. Maybe it'd be a fun thing for me to do is to go and just try and get everything Frank Castle and Boogie related, and just do like a mini doc on the Frank Castle situation in itself. Maybe I should do something like that. That could be fun. Because like I don't know a lot about the run up to it, because a lot of it obviously doesn't exist anymore, and I think it'll probably be kind of hard to find. I honestly thought someone said curious senpai. Anytime you talk about anime, you probably piss some people off. Oh god, 100%. Every time, like, especially when, like, it's really noticeable when I have like 100 people watching or something like that, because every time I talk about anime, I immediately get like 80. Like 20 people just immediately go like, fuck it. I immediately leave and come back 10 minutes later when they know I won't be talking about anime anymore. But yes, every time I talk about anime, I'm sure I piss people off. I've had people on like Kiwi Farms, because I have like a fucking VTuber as my profile picture, be like, you pedophile, you've got a VTuber as your profile picture. I was like, no. No? What the fuck are you talking about? The VTuber in question is like 37. Like, she's like considerably older than me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Where that won't help for most people. Even if you're already somebody who always raised money for charity beforehand, and now you're doing it again, they're just going to say you're doing it for the clout, you're doing it to try to steer people in the wrong direction, that you're manipulative and you're a human garbage person. So honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. I tried it. I did it. It just pissed people off. Unfortunately, the way cancel culture is, people want to cancel you. They want you to be the bad guy, and nothing you can say and do is going to convince them otherwise. They just want to watch you fall. And the harder you try, like I did, the worse it's going to look. The way you dig yourself out of this hole is very simple, and it's the same thing that I have learned to do.
Lie. Make a video like this where you're just like saying everyone is literally crazy and all making up about you. can see. Oh, he is getting spammed. He is getting spammed with that fucking video link to Sunny V2's thing now. Oh god. I'm just having a quick look at this shit. I think I found your Slippin' Jimmy one. Are you? There's a guy called Jimmy Spitz. I'm assuming that's you, Slippin' Jimmy. He apparently wasn't impressed with his Sunny V2 video. It wasn't actually that bad. Excuse me.
You see all of these wonderful people down here in the comments section below? These are people who have seen through the bullshit, seen through the manipulation and the lies.
But we can't check the comment section down below because you deleted this video, Boogie, because it clearly didn't go over too fucking well.
To see the real person I am, they're the people who watch the live stream.
Yeah, the Catholic Church is this, from my incredibly limited knowledge of religion, the Catholic Church is very much, if you donate X amount, you made up for whatever sin you committed on earth.
In which I made that joke. The people who...
Yeah, Unlimited, it would not surprise me if he makes a video being like, one of my oldest trolls is back, and then try and claim that he made, try to claim that he made Sunny V2 into the success he was, or something like that. And obviously he's going to say the phrase punching down at some fucking point during it.
Watch my YouTube videos and follow my tweets. These are the super fans. And you know what? No matter how many times you get canceled, you'll never shake off the super fans. They're going to love you. If your goal is to reach the broadest audience as possible and make the most money as possible, then honestly, once you've been canceled, that's over. You're just going to have to make do. But if you're someone who always just wanted to reach out to a niche group of people who deserved you, who wanted you, who need your help and want your entertainment.
Boogie, at what point have you ever said you're reaching out to a niche part of the world? Like, what? Your entire bit is being like a pariah for all fat people. Not a pariah, a messiah for all fat people, and coming out to like show people how like fat people are all human and lovable, great people. That was your entire bit when you started YouTube. You're aiming for gamers online. How the fuck can you say, I'm only aiming at a very niche audience here? It's like, no, you're not. You're aiming at gamers. That's why you got 4 million fucking subs.
And want to help support you and succeed, then when you get canceled, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing. Because those people are going to see reality, and they're going to stick with you. So you're going to be okay. Now, as usual, this is just...
Are you okay, Boogie? Are you okay, Boogie? I don't think you're okay, Boogie. We're years later, and you're begging for money and begging for attention. I do not think you're okay.
One man's opinion.
The only thing you have more of is fucking arcade machines in the back.
This is a series that I've been scripting for a while. I wanted to put this out in the world to help other people, to help myself, and to help my audience understand what has happened to me over the last few years, and one of the reasons I've been so frustrated. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it, and this was lesson 1. I would like to continue this series if you enjoyed it. So do me a favor, show me you enjoyed it by dropping a like on this video, sharing it with your friends and family, hitting subscribe if you haven't, and if you already have, turn on that notification bell so that when I can make lesson 2 and lesson 3, and maybe even more, you'll be there to see them. Guys, as always, thank you for watching. I love you very much. And I will speak with you again soon.
Cringe. Yeah, like you said, kids, it's just such a clear tactic of like, well, the real fans, the good people with brains, they're the ones who know I'm actually great. It's the dumb people, it's those QAnon people, they're the ones who all think I'm bad. You know, it's very clear manipulation tactic. Looking very exceptional. Yeah, he's starting to go a bit cross-eyed there, and he's also still got the stroke eye going on. Like that eye's, you know, I said cross-eyed. I'm actually wrong. That eye is drifting off that direction a wee bit there. He's going full stroke. Yes. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna actually wrap up here, guys. It's weird for me to only do a 2-hour stream, but I actually do have things planned tomorrow, and it's about 9:30 already. So I actually would like to get a wee bit of sleep. Fry Guy recommended this though, so we'll quickly watch this. This live action final remix Majigger. We'll watch that, and then I'm probably going to finish off the stream here and head off, walk my doggo, and get some sleep. So let's get into this one, boys. Whoop, hello, Delio. Thank you very much for the super chat, my dude. Glad you like it. I'm just gonna, before we go into this, then I'll quickly cover actually the video I had mentioned, the Xander Hall one, with this guy doing a defense for Boogie. Would you guys like me to do a reaction to it? like a live reaction thing. You know, one of those videos I make where I kind of just play it and kind of give my thoughts as time goes on. Would you guys like me to? Oh God. Oh my God. Fantastic. Okay, I'll pull this across here. Boogie's put up a new tweet. Not that I think YouTubers like Sunny V2 care about the type of people they are catering to, but in case you ever wonder, they've been leaving comments like this all day. You can say what you want to about me, but at least I don't entertain these disgusting fucks. Imagine putting that kind of poison end of the world that makes people like this happy and then calling me a bad person. Lol. So far, your honest has told me to blow my brains out and die of cancer. Go fuck yourself. Oh my God, Boogie, I couldn't imagine a bigger boo-hoo for you. Like, honestly, I'm searching in my boo-hoo bag, and I don't know if I can find enough boo-hoo for you. I've got fucking nasty messages from your fucking fan base. I got nasty messages from your fan base. Like, really, none of them told me to kill myself because I think they're fully aware that I would just laugh at them because I'm not a giant child. But holy actual fuck. Okay, so you know what I was saying? I wonder if you'll call him a QAnon. He's going for the other thing. Look at how evil this person is. Look at how evil this person is. Like, I'm Boogie. I may just be a person who calls people worse than rapists, Nazis, may shoot a gun in the air in a school zone, may lie repeatedly, give terrible advice to people with mental health issues, may lie repeatedly and give terrible advice to people who have eating disorders and all. But, you know, at least I don't make a video that makes someone say, lol, you're mean. I don't like you. That threat you made on to Sonny on your own video, do it. But yeah, okay, sure. Everyone's bad but you, Boogie. Everyone's bad but you, Boogie. You've never once catered to bad people. You haven't gone on the kill stream that most people consider like an alt-right podcast and joked around with them several times. You know, you didn't threaten to kill people repeatedly. You know, but no. Two people left you mean comments. So yeah, Sunny V2's video basically irrelevant now. We should just write it off. God, you're such a fucking pathetic man-child. Actually embarrassing. Thanks, Boogie. By the way, do you know what, Boogie? I'm gonna be fucking honest with you, my dude. Because you're probably listening to this. You've taken a break from angry tweeting about something that you claim you don't care about. So much so that you're sitting there reading through all the comments, looking for negative comments to share. Boogie, do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I was sitting there going like, I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed on this month's Boogie video. Where the fuck is my Boogie thing? I'm not actually that fussed. Oh God, he's going to play.
Well,
Shut up.
Finally
Shut up.
Over.
Shut up. Thank you. I was honestly not that fussed on my my monthly Boogie thing because the OnlyFans thing, that was a wet fart. That's gone nowhere. It's uninteresting as fuck. Fat Watch. Wow. This, yeah, okay, that could be funny to talk about for a minute or two, but nothing major. Nonsense, boring. I've already talked about. This stuff all just seems cringe as fuck. I wasn't really that fussed on my monthly recap for you. But thank you. Thank you so much, Boogie, for having your meltdown because fucking Sunny V2, someone far more successful than you, and someone you hate because he's successful because of shitting on you, is demolishing you right now. Demolishing you. But you're having a meltdown about it. And that gives me something to talk about. So, thank you kindly, sir. I massively appreciate that. I massively appreciate that. You've given me a bit of content to talk about here. Thank you, Sunny V2 as well. Obviously, everyone go watch Sunny V2 after I'm finished this stream. Let's get that up there. Let's see what we can get the view count up to here. Dude, it's 6 hours here. He's gonna hit Boogie's entire view count. Sunny V2 versus Boogie boxing match. Let's make it happen. It wouldn't even be a competition. Sunny V2 is like a solid, Australian guy. He's Australian, isn't he? I think he's Australian. He's like a solid young guy. He'll knock the cunt out of Boogie. And then he'll buy and sell him afterwards. Oh, Boogie, you're just embarrassing. You can't stop yourself from being embarrassing, can you? You can't stop yourself from being fucking embarrassing. Oh. Let's have a wee look here. At least this guy knows his place in the world. A loser. Normal people are losers? Normal people are losers? Normal people who work... Oh, Boogie's fat. Boogie's fat. Boogie, your fan base. Oh, Boogie! Boogie! Boogie, look at this. Look at these people you're entertaining. Oh, he hearted it! Oh, Boogie, you hearted that! At least this guy knows his place in the world. A loser who aspires to be nothing more. Normal people who work 5 days a week, living paycheck to paycheck. Boogie liked that! Boogie! Oh, Boogie! Oh, thank you for the content, Boogie! I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about this now. Boogie likes this content. That this guy is a loser. That normal people who work 5 days a week, living paycheck to paycheck, are just losers. They're just losers who don't aspire to be great like Boogie. As you said, Fillery, dude was begging for $1 super chats from these fucking losers. Boogie, your fan base. Woohoo! Oh, oof. Oh, Boogie. Oh, Boogie. Your fan base are disgusting. This disgusting fox is what I would use to describe your fan base, Boogie. Remember your fan base, Boogie, actually, who were like shitting on Dez for daring criticize you for talking openly about, like, I don't know, her periods not coming in late because of her anorexia, the divorce before it was finalized, how she's never liked any dick but yours, how, you know, your fan base were upset that she didn't want you talking about her personal stuff, especially when you suggested that she was molested. Remember the way Des wanted you to stop talking about that on live stream, you know, where you're suggesting that Des had been molested, and that's the only reason she likes your dick, and she's never liked any other guy before, except your dick, because you're such a giga-chad, and your fan base all backed you up because they're all fucking creepy, pathetic man-children? Do you remember that, Boogie? Do you remember that, Boogie? Hello, Eswank, how are you, my dude? Yeah, Boogie, your fan base are fucking disgusting, creepy weirdos, if I'm being honest with you. If I'm being honest with you, your fan base are fucking creepy, disgusting weirdos that you're entirely okay with. That you're entirely okay with, Boogie. You love your fan base of fucking weirdo incels who keep agreeing with your fucking weird opinion on women, that women only want to get married with you so they can steal your shit. Bro. Boogie. Kinda creepy. You're kind of a fucking weirdo, bro. Oh. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god, he's commenting on it too! He's commenting on it too! There's some really sweet comments from good people long before Sonny drops his videos. I'll try and focus on those, but I think it's important to call shitty people out. Shitty people out? Oh, let's have a look. I thought this was nice. Okay, he's just sharing a nice comment. Oh, I'm dumb. I looked at the wrong one. Oh, people are liking that, just like Boogie liked that. People are liking that, just like Boogie liked that. God. Oof. He's overtime censoring his comment section. Oh, 100%. 100%. Of course, Boogie is. Of course, Boogie is. Boogie's disgusting. He's disgusting. He wants it to appear that everyone loves him, even though. Yeah, what was it again? That like to dislike ratio, and oh, Boogie, oh, look at that number. Jesus, that's a high number. Boogie, you haven't seen a number that high in a very long time, have you, sir? Have you? That's what if we add, I don't know, guys. I don't know. If we double the begging video and then add the cancer video on top, there we go, Boogie. We're finally reached him in 5 hours. Fucking cringe. No unlimited. It's not 369 fans. It's Boogie's 369 sock counts, all making sure to down it. Oh, Christ! This is gonna be fascinating. This is gonna be a fucking great meltdown. Yeah. Hilarious. I kind of should have probably thought that's how Boogie would go for it, since he does like showing negative comments. But I hadn't thought of it. I thought he was going to go with he's a evil Kiwi farmer, Nazi, QAnon, whatever he did. But no, instead he's like, look at this mean comment. There's 2,354 fucking comments, Boogie. Let's just scroll. Let's just scroll and see how many are telling him to kill himself, or hoping he dies of cancer. No. 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 Nope. 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 It's weird. It's weird. It's almost like that's not the standard. And Boogie specifically went looking for those. Hell, fuck! It wouldn't surprise you if Boogie left them himself. It would not surprise. Yeah, Cage, exactly. It would not surprise me if Boogie left those comments himself, because it's Boogie. That's what Boogie does. Oh, outstanding. Hello, MM. The stream's about to end, unfortunately, dude. You're a bit late. We're just covering Boogie, just his most recent cringy meltdown. Yeah, outstanding. Outstanding, guys. So, yeah, this is going to be actually interesting. I wonder if Boogie is going to make a video about this. I bet he does. I bet he does. Where it's just to cry about how people are evil and mean, all Hitler and Nazis, and bully him and are awful. How long after from them being posted did he screenshot them? That's a good point, actually. 1 second. 1 second. So I gotta open my Twitter again. 1 hour. 1 hour. 2 hours. Yeah, okay, so... But he could have gone back and found them afterwards. He could have gone back and found them afterwards. Ah, well. It would have been funny if it was like 1 second. It would have been really funny if it was been like 1 second. The real question is how many times will you bring up cancerous and suicidal and molested? Oh, fucking constantly. It'll be every other word. He'll say it as much as I say literally. That's class. God, Boogie, you never learn, do you? You just don't. Like, you just don't. We see how upset you get from me with my fucking 1,000 subs. Well, now you've got a guy with 2.8 million subs, you know, who's got 6 times what my entire channel has got in 6 months, you know, in 5 hours. And you're in full meltdown mode. Full meltdown mode. And what time is it? It's like fucking... What time is it? 5 p.m. for Boogie? He's got hours more of angry tweeting to go. And like I said, I'm going to sleep, guys. So whoever one of you guys is a fucking Kiwi farmer, make sure you screenshot any of the tasty stuff in particular. Screenshot any of the tasty stuff in particular so I can use it in my thing. Because unfortunately, I'm going to bed here. Boogie does not affect my normal life. So in no way am I going to be staying up to watch this train wreck happen. But, you know, I trust other people will do this. I trust other people will do this for me. Cringy as all fuck, guys. It's bad I'm hoping for a Boogie breakdown so bad he gets committed. No, I wouldn't go for something like that. You lose content then. No problem, Fillery. I said we were gonna play this. Fry Guy asked us to play this, so we'll quickly play this, and then we're probably gonna finish off the stream, guys.
One. Sora. Roxas.
This had better not just be that video game, but with music. Fry Guy.
Kyrie. She's part of the darkness now. She doesn't need the light. You're a nobody.
Cage. There's only 1 minute and 42 seconds left of this. It's only going to take us another 30 minutes.
Where are your friends now? I don't need any friends. I'm part of the darkness.
I'm playing as double speed. I'm playing as a double speed. I want to see if it's funnier. Fry Guy, I thought this was gonna be like really different. It's just the same thing game with music over the top.
You're nobody.
Oh, look at him, you Giga Chat. It's more impressive at double speed. Oh, I missed him falling over.
No. Dual wield.
Oh, they cut out the bit where the cameraman said, "Watch the camera." The scream wasn't even as high a pitch. The scream wasn't even as high a pitch.
I can't kill you. You're part of me. You're a fool, Sora.
Okay. The stab is still too slow, yeah, but the scream wasn't as dramatic, and I was in this entirely for the scream. Okay, guys, I think that's us. I think that's us dunzos. Like I said, I am probably gonna look at that Xander Hall thing. Maybe do like a live reaction to it, and then I'll see how I feel about it once I record it. If there's enough points, because like a lot of it seems to be. Well, yeah, but quickly, anyone in chat still, do you guys want to see this? Next stream estimate? I have no idea, honestly. Probably not for the rest of the week, maybe next hump day. But a lot of this seems to be him just watching.
And nice thing to see.
Oh, I hate his voice. He's one of those guys who talks really slowly because he thinks it makes it sound smarter.
Especially if the weight loss is making the person who's losing the weight happy or happier. Something a lot of people tend to be iffy on with Boogie, and I agree, is that he tends to be a little, with his humor, and I know why he does it, and he's got an explanation for it that seems reasonable, but nonetheless, people are still off-put by it, is how wishy-washy he can be about the concern for...
God, man, I could listen to you at 2 times speed and still be bored.
For his health, right? Like in some of the darker humor he'll do, he'll be like, I've been working on killing myself with obesity for years. People don't like those jokes. When people hear jokes like...
Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure about this. A lot of it seems to be him just sitting there watching Boogie. Oh, actually, not actually as much as I thought it was going to be. So, I think it'll be a good video. You time for watching? Okay. Sweet. Yeah, okay. I'll record it and see what I like. Like I said, I hope a lot of it is not going to be specifically just him watching Boogie's videos or mumbling. Might be a chill stream idea. I don't really know. I don't really know. Because if so, I'll be waiting a full week before I talk about it. Because like I said, it'll probably be next hump day. So I'll see about doing like a reaction video. I'll like record something. We got a good community. We do have a good community here, guys. I can't wait because this guy calls everyone a Nazi. Like this guy unironically just seems to call everyone like a fascist and a Nazi. And he is going to listen to one of these streams and see people joking about QAnon, and he will take it seriously. Yeah, that's the thing. If Sam, I'm tempted to do it and then cut out a lot of his boring shit because he just seems to, because he's like I said, he's trying to talk very slowly to sound very smart, and he's trying to be very diplomatic because he doesn't really want to criticize Boogie in any way, and he doesn't really like to he doesn't seem to like to give examples because I've noticed a few times just from me picking a random spot, he's always like, Boogie has said things before. You know, kind of like how Boogie deals with his previous dramas, where he just goes like, you know, I've said bad things before and never specifies. This guy seems to be doing the fucking same thing, probably because he just wants to defend Boogie because Boogie's a leftist and evil right-wingers or some bullshit like that. So yeah, I might do a response video to it, and then if it's interesting, I'll put it up. If it's not, I won't. Well, who knows? Is that those a few steps removed from a swastika? He's probably going to claim he's reclaiming that image or something like that. Boogie Shill, how wonderful. He's not even a Boogie Shill. He doesn't seem to know anything about Boogie, from what I've been told. Like I said, I haven't watched it. But for everyone who's like asked me, can you please cover this? They're all pretty much said, this guy knows nothing about Boogie. He is just standing up for Boogie because he thinks it's a left-winger being attacked by the right wing. That's apparently his entire point. He thinks it's all fat phobia, and evil right wing is like the hacker known as 4chan is coming after Boogie, that kind of nonsense. So, yeah. Alright, so that's the stream, guys. I think we're going to finish up here. Thank you everyone for attending. Thank you everyone for watching. All that malarkey. And yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks to Super Chats, everyone. All have a good time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't got nothing else to say. I'm fucking Nazi. All those European right-wingers, the extreme conservatism over here. But yeah, guys, take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye-bye.